That was fast. Hello, you guys. Can you see us?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Here. Probably is working, but I don't see it yet. Now I see us.
Won't you take me to Lagtown? Hello, hello. Can you see us?
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. I know, it's Wednesday. Gosh,
it
feels like, I don't know what day it feels like, but I can't believe it's Wednesday. All right. Karen says she can see us.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
all right,
Karen.
Cool. I'm going to refresh my phone. Maybe I'm going to refresh my phone. Is it working? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Hello, you guys. Sorry. We always have this fumbly weird stuff at the beginning because the lag, like when I hit the live button and then when YouTube decides to show us to you.
Yes.
And then like it's crazy to just know. And it's different every single week how long that's going to take. So that's why we always do that. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I see the counter finally.
That took a while. That took like a minute.
It took a while for the counter to get off of 0. Yeah. And I've seen on my phone that there has been people here, but yeah. So I think we are going to have a pretty terrible lag this evening based on that information. And Karen is reminding everyone, do the check, make sure in live chat all messages and not top chat before we get rolling tonight. Welcome. Anthony, hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I met these guys at Elkhorn. They have just fantastic stuff. Okay. I'm going to scroll all the way up at the top. Oh my goodness. And first in the chat I see tonight. Can we guess?
Who is it? I don't.
5:09
I'm going to guess
PM.
William. I'm going with William.
Good guess.
He's back.
He's
back.
William's back up on top. Although I didn't check earlier because, StreamYard does decide to delete comments and so does YouTube if they're sitting there too long. But I see William first in StreamYard. And Miss Heather, welcome in. Good to see you.
Heather.
And rounding out top 3 tonight is Tracy.
Oh, Tracy. All right. I thought it was going to be Karen.
And Terry V is right behind her.
Hello, Terry.
Welcome. There's Miss Paula. Welcome in. Kim is here helping out in the chat tonight. Thanks so much, Kim. Karen G is going to be our bid ender this evening. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. I don't know if Gavin is working tonight or he's lurking. I'm not sure yet. I guess we will find that out. Rachel is here with us. Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. Miss Shannon Ferrara. Hi, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
There's Gavin. There he is.
Hey, guys.
He didn't say he was at work tonight.
So okay. So we don't have to be here. We don't have to be quiet, but I will say if y'all aren't subscribed to his channel, please make sure you do. Make sure you follow him over on Instagram as well. Those Gillettes are working hard. So
all right. Scroll. Sandy B is here. Hey, Sandy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Mama Pam. Mama Pam finally figured out how to get a channel membership. I saw it pop up in the chat when we were backstage. So I'm glad because she was like, can you just do it on my phone? And we always forget. We always forget to do it. So thanks for being a part of the Kitsch Club, Mom. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I guess like it's only fair, right? It's only
yes,
fair.
You have to do it.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mama Pam.
Thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. And Mr. Parmesan, I'm not sure where he is. He's somewhere. He'll probably be making an appearance at some point. He was up here wreaking havoc all afternoon, but now he's hightailed it out of here, so who knows? I lost my spot. There's Jason's mom.
Hello, Mom. Good to see you. I love you.
Mm-hmm. There's Miss Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Good to see you. Joe is with us tonight. Hi, Joe.
Good to see you, sir.
Cinderloo. Hey,
hello.
Lady.
Hello.
Good to see you. Let's see. Scroll forward. Renee is here. Hi, Renee.
Renee, good to see you, Renee.
Tina's with us. Hi, Tina.
Hello.
Tina number 1. Tina number 2. I haven't seen in the chat yet. Tina, aka Mother Tucker's Tina.
She's actually en route to Mother Tucker's to go do some work.
Oh, she's going to the store. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so she might not be in the chat. All right.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Scroll. Judy's here. Hi, Judy.
Hello,
good
Judy.
to see you tonight. Miss KB, good
Hi,
to
KB.
see you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Angela's with us. Hi, Angela. And Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Brooke's coming to the Midwest Holiday Show. Did you see that? Yeah, she said that in last week's chat.
Yes, but right. I do remember that.
Yes.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
Brooke, you're going to love it.
Yes.
You're going to never not want to go now the first time that you go.
I just want to see her walking around that with like 10 plush Santas in her hands. That's what I'm hoping to see. I just want to see her walk around.
You should bring a Russian Santa with you and carry him around.
She should.
You know, like he's your shopping buddy. You should.
She should.
You should. I can't wait for that. It's just a few weeks away. My goodness.
It is.
Erin is with us. Hi, Erin. Good to see you. Kim, hey, lady.
Hello. I was waiting. I was anxious. Good to see you.
Lisa's with us tonight. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome. Janine is here. Hey, Janine. And Bug. Hey, Bug.
Hello, Bug.
A little bit. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm just trying to not skip anybody. I'm trying to go quickly. She said she's going from now on.
Okay.
Good to hear, Brooke. Good to hear. Margie, welcome.
Hi, Margie.
Welcome. Miss Deborah Williams just popped in the bottom of the chat. I see Sharon is in there as well. All right. Since I do see a few names that are new to us tonight, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. This is not our normal night.
No.
We're normally on Thursdays. But because Jason and Tina are doing an in-person show this week, we have moved to Wednesday this week. So you won't see us tomorrow night. But we'll be back next Thursday at a regularly scheduled time. Okay. Yes. So since we have some new friends joining us tonight, we are going to go over how the sale is going to work. Of course, if anybody has questions as we go along, don't hesitate to ask them in the chat. We do have a lot of familiar and helpful folks down there in the chat tonight. If we can't answer something ourselves, they can definitely help you out. So make sure in live chat all messages. I'm going to put my little slidey slides up here. Here we go. Make sure in live chat all messages, not top chat. If you're in top chat, it's going to filter out some of the comments. You might not see something, so always check and make sure. So you can find your chat settings in like on your mobile devices. If you tap into the chat, it's going to be on the left-hand side. So just make sure in live chat all messages. We do have a lag. I already have experienced that tonight. So make sure that you refresh often. You can close out of YouTube to do that. The easier way is to tap the upper right-hand screen where my kitty icon just popped up there. You can find a gear wheel icon up there if you're on your mobile devices. Hit playback speed, and 2 times if you're lagging behind at all. We're going to sound funny until you're caught up with us again. Do that as often as possible, especially before you put any bids into the chat. That's always helpful to do that. We will be doing auction style tonight, so we'll give you a starting price. I will highlight it up here on the screen, and we'll give you any kind of information that we know about the item. Make sure to give you some measurements and know any kind of issues that the item might have. So if it has any chips or repairs, any kind of damage, we make sure to show that all to you live here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything that we're showing tonight, all you got to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard, and we will do a 20-second countdown. We do encourage, if there's something you're interested in, to put bids in early rather than waiting too long to put them in. If you wait too long, the lag will get you and you will come in after the bid end, and then you will be sad that you missed something. So make sure and bid early. And the highest bid that we see come in before Karen Gillette's official bid end will be the winner. We are doing 16 rounds of goodness tonight, 16 rounds. And we are doing community share after the sale tonight. I do have a couple Halloween pictures from Mr. Dennis to share after the sale tonight, so stick around for that. And we are doing just in cases. So all that we ask is that you have at least one regular bid into the chat on the current item that we're showing to utilize the just in case. The just in case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC type that into the chat during the countdown. And if your just in case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases put into the chat that come in before the bid end, those do turn into regular bids. If you win anything tonight, especially if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason or I, you can send us a joint email. So send us both an email at the same time. We don't mind that. Or maybe it's been a while since you have shopped with us. It's always good to just send it again. Makes it much easier when we go to do our invoicing to find your information. So we need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that you use for PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. Just let us know what email that you want us to send an invoice to. And if you need a guest checkout link when we send our invoices, we can send you a direct link to that invoice. No PayPal account required. You can check out with any debit or credit card. Keep in mind when we do send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving the invoice. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price. We do both use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates. So we pass that savings rate on to you guys. And that is why we need your full shipping address to calculate your shipping. It's based on your zip code in relation to our zip code, the weight and size of your package. And that's why we need your full address. And we do have shipping available to anywhere in the US and Australia if Philomena decides to pop in here. And unfortunately, because of the postal strike going on in Canada, we don't have any Canada shipping right now. Sad face. I'll let Jason talk about that last point. We'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week and a couple special mentions, and then we will get right into it.
All right, Amy, thank you. I do offer free pickup. I do own a brick and mortar called Mother Tucker's Antiques. I'm located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, part of Adamstown, Pennsylvania. We're kind of self-named the antiques capital, about an hour and a half west of Philly. So if you're within the region or coming to that region and you don't want to pay shipping, you can pick it up at my shop. Just make sure you let us know in the email, and we'll invoice you for said item or items. Once it's paid for, then we'll communicate on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. We can hold things for, a timely manner, nothing too long, but we can hold for a month or two, a reasonable time. And let's always keep that in the emails. I don't want there to be any miscommunications. Maybe you'd put in a chat, hey, we're coming such and such, and I miss it. So not that that's ever been a problem, but let's just always use the emails. That way we're both on the same page on when you're coming to pick up your vintage goodies. Thank you, Amy. Oh, you're muted, Amy.
Oh, I am muted. I don't know how that happened. All right. I'm shipping from Michigan. I am going to be doing my packing and invoicing starting tomorrow afternoon, maybe into Friday. We'll see if we can get it all done tomorrow. I am having a Halloween sale over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I'm going to pop my graphic up here real quick. Everything is preloaded over there. If you're interested in checking that out, putting in any pre-bids, max bids if you can't make the sale. But that's why I'm doing my invoicing in the afternoon tomorrow. My sale on Vamp is at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you purchase anything from me tonight and you purchase anything over there, I can combine ship those things. Just need to know that if you plan on coming. That way I'll start my invoicing after my sale tomorrow. All right. And Jason, let's talk about your event coming up.
Yes, please. If you guys are anywhere in that area that I just talked about, this weekend is probably one of the best vintage markets in the area around here. There is a ton of vintage and antiques, vintage inspired and handmade. So please, guys, come on out. Even if you can, come out and see us and say hello. It's going to be right outside of Lancaster. There's actually the Rockville outlets. So if you can at least Google that. It's in the former Crate and Barrel in that suite. It is behind the Cracker Barrel, so a lot of barrels. But you guys can come out and hang out with us. On Friday, the doors open at 6 till 8 p.m. There is a $3 fee. But that $3 is really good because it gives you early admission to pretty much shop early. So, but don't worry, because if you can only come on Saturday, that's free. A lot of us dealers hold things and put things out then for Saturday. There's going to be live music. There's going to be food trucks. There's even going to be a tattoo artist on the premise. So if you're into that, and just come hang out. It's a really, really fun event. It's a very large room. Tina, instead of a whatnot sale this Friday, she's probably going to go live at 7 o'clock and show you guys around. I know we're going to film a video afterwards, and I think I will go live on Instagram at some point and show you guys our setup, and then probably YouTube. I might just go live in the middle of it and let you guys hang out and just kind of put the camera and see what it's like. So, Gavin, I don't have any tattoos. I don't know that this weekend will be the first time that I get a tattoo, but I don't know if the mood strikes.
You could get butter bits tattooed on your arm.
Oh my God, that'd be real good. Absolutely, could do that, and then maybe a little Mother Tuckers, a little butter bits. Good times, good times.
You get a pink Russian Santa like right there.
I'm thinking I want that bunny's face. I want that bunny's face as a tattoo.
Both of those bunnies are good. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with a bunny tattoo.
No. So I hope you guys can come out and hang out with us. Oh, and my shipping is going to be business as usual. I ship out of Pennsylvania. I'm going to be doing my packing in between now and Saturday when I'm back and forth. So then Tina will get those invoices out after that show. So it'll be Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. And if they roll out early, y'all still have until the weekend to pay them just so we can ship Monday. We like to get everything out on Monday. So Thank you so much, Amy.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Jason's going to make me go first.
Please.
I will keep the screen. I just have to decide what we're going to start with tonight. Let's start with, I do have a little Annalie tonight, so we'll start with that. I do have, well, tonight and tomorrow, I'm heavy on Halloween because I was kind of getting to the tail end of it. I might have a couple things next week, but I really wanted to get most everything out. Oh,
that's right. That's right. It is Columbus Day, so they'll go out Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah, shipping on Tuesday. Okay.
Yes. Well, thank you, Mom.
I forgot about that too.
Me too.
Thanks, Mama Linda. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I do have the cutest little Annalie witch mouse. Now, I don't really care for too much of the Annalie like people, but I love the little critters, and these mice especially are one of my favorite things that they make are the little mice. And this one's not super big. It's really little. It does not have, I've had a smaller one last year that was Christmas. That was actually like a Christmas ornament. But this one is not a Christmas ornament, or at least I don't see a little hanger on it where you could hang it as an ornament. But there is wire armature in the hat. So you can, you know, straighten the hat out, bend the hat, whatever. There's also wire armature in the arms. And I feel there is a thicker metal circle in the base here. Just to help it stand up. This one, it's not super old. It's 2015 on it. So I know that they did Halloween mice for many, many years. And then it's got this little polka dot cape that's tied on, and then the little broom. And then he has a little kind of leather cording for the little tail. There is Parmesan.
Hi, bud.
Climbing the curtain, as per usual. All right. So he's not very large. He is very clean. I don't see any holes or anything funky going on with him. And then there's a little stripy bow kind of up in the hat. Measurement for him is 5 by 2.5. 5 by 2.5. So I see Miss Kim is in there. Thank you so much. At 14, and he has the teeniest, tiniest. I don't know if you can see it. Teeniest, tiniest. It's out of focus. A little pom-pom nose. Do you see that little nose? So cute. All right, let's count witchy down. We're looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, everybody put your Parmesan emojis in the chat if you're a channel member. Oh, Lord. Well, where did he go? Look at him being an angel.
He heard you. He's like, all right, Mom.
Yeah, maybe he will just sleep the rest of the live sale. All right. Bid end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much. Oh, it's Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
Miss Kim, he's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $10 choice. And it's been a while since I have found these. Actually, Tina found these. So $10 choice. And I do love these little kitschy bug figurines. They're both in very good condition. They are both marked Occupied Japan. A lot of times I find that they're just Japan. One of them is a little extra special, and I'll show that to you in a moment. But if you're putting together one of these little bug style bands, we have one playing a horn and one playing the violin. So, but these are really fun. And again, both are marked Occupied Japan, and they are roughly about 3 inches tall. No chips or cracks. This little guy here, I don't think they're part of the well, I can tell that they're from different eras because one of the stamps is in black and one's in red. And they did different variations of these. This one, if you're doing the ones that use the little like flowers as hats, this one would be part of that series. So his back wings are looking muted, but they're a pale, pale pink. So if I get it close, you can sort of see they're a pale pink. Any cold paint on these is in remarkable condition. $10, no chips or cracks. This one has the little flower as the hat, as you can see. Minimal crazing. These are the heavier, like thicker porcelain figurines. They're a little hardier than the more like 50s Japan ones. This one is the one in black. It says Occupied Japan. I know that'll be upside down for you guys, but it's made in Occupied Japan. This little guy's 3 inches tall, super cute. I thought these would be fun maybe in your fall displays. Of course, they're fun all year long. Maybe if you do a bug display heading into spring. This little guy here, he's super cute. He's wearing his little derby hat. So you can see his fun little derby hat. What I think is extra special about him is he has some blue wings. I've collected these off and on throughout the years, and I've sold a couple of them. I never had one with wings that color. I'm not saying it's rare. I just never had one with
I've
wings.
never seen one with blue wings either.
No, I think that's really, really unique. And this little guy here, he's in red. So I'm sure, I know that there's a big difference of the color. It tells you a better year of when they were produced. So this little cute guy here, he is Occupied Japan in red. And again, 3 inches tall.
I know Miss Karen G. I was just going to ask. Oh, she already put it in. She already knew I was going to ask her. Karen collects these. So I was just going to wonder if she had any with blue on them.
I never. And they're really, really clean. Like I can't really find any chips or issues with them. And I say that, no, that's like a paint miss right here. Here in his wing, they sort of missed the paint. I'm rubbing my finger over it and I don't feel like a chip. But again, super cute, 3 inches tall, $10 choice if anybody is interested. Look at the size of his feet. That's what I love. Look how big those feet are in conjunction to the body. So that's fun. And then this little guy here, like if you collect the little bugs that sit in the flowers and things like the shakers and stuff, this little guy is going to look cute in there too. So
I like that they did they did figurines and then they did salt and pepper shakers with these guys.
They did. So thank you so much, Rachel. I see your 10. So we're looking for 11 or more, and let's start a countdown. So the choice to claim them, it'll be flower or hat. Flower or hat, because the first one I showed you's got a little flower, and then the other one has a little hat. So again, I want to just wait a second. I just want to make sure. That does not seem like a chip to me. That feels like it's glazed over. But just so you guys know, you can see there's that little situation going on right here. It feels smooth like it's glazed over. So looking for 11. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 11 or more, or the bid end from Karen G. So good. And actually what we're going to do is, since he has that issue on the wing, it's going to be for both of them. So Rachel, you're bidding on both of them. So there's our bid end. So Rachel, You don't have to choose. They're both going to come to you for $10. Thank you so much. Congratulations. In the event you really don't want the other one, you can let me know, but we're just going to keep them both together for you, and they'll be both yours for $10.
Heck yes. She says thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Rachel.
All right. I have a choice round, and this, as far as I know, and I just saw the person that I bought these from in March, that there are no more. These are the last remaining pot holders. If you know, you know. I had so many of these last year. This was a pen pal situation in the 60s where a group of ladies either made their own patterns or followed a pattern, and they traded pot holders with a theme through the mail. And I got these in March from the same person I got them from the previous. He had found these because he thought they were all gone, and he found more of these. And he said, these are it. I don't have any more, but I found these, and he saved them for me. So literally these are it. And I was happy that they're all Halloween. Okay. So this is the first one. And this one does have the provenance on the back. The other two do not. The originator that I know of was out of Lansing, Michigan. And this was somebody else that she traded with, Linny Clark. And they made it 1966, April 1966. So this is the first one. These are so cool. And I believe most of these were like out of the ladies' heads. This is what they created. And didn't follow a pattern. So we got Mr. Skeleton. And he does have the little hanger at the top. This is the biggest one out of the bunch, 8.5 by 8. And then we have the owl, which I like. I like the variegated for the little eyes. This one does not have, most of the other ones that I had from this collection, I think there was like over 300. I know I got a good portion of them. Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage bought some because she actually came to the show that year. And then one lady bought all the rest, but he actually found these still. And I asked him again. I just saw him last weekend. I was like, are you sure there's no more pot holders? And he said, no. He said, no, I gave you the last ones in March. So this one doesn't have the provenance on the back. Mr. Owl is 7 by 4. And then the last one is so fun. A goblin. I definitely think that this one was totally created like out of somebody's brain. I love it. I'm here for it. And it has rhinestone eyes. I don't know if that is coming across, but rhinestone eyes. I just love it. This one, the goblin measures 5 3/4 by 7. And this one also does not have a name on the back. But
I love his tongue. He's like,
I know. So those are the 3 last remaining pot holders. I'm very sad that this is the end because these were awesome. They were just all so creative. If you are not aware of what I'm talking about, last year for our antique show that Mama Pam and I do in Jackson, if you find that video, you can see all the ones that I got last year. I did have some Halloween ones last year too, but pretty much every holiday you can think of, they had in there. All right, so I see Renee's got the high bid right now at 15. So this is for choice. Winner can take one or multiples. We are looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. As far as I know, there's like not any staining or pulls on the needlework or anything like that. They're all in good shape.
The goblins in my dreams look like that pot holder.
Well, they will from now on too. Yep. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Erin had a just in case of 22, but Renee had a just in case of 24. So Renee, you get first choice at 23. Let me know if you want skeleton, owl, or goblin. I don't know. I don't know how you pick because I think they're all cool.
They're all good.
They'd be instant decor to hang on the wall. Let me know. Oh, Renee has taken Mr. Skelly. You got it. Thank you so much. Aaron, if you're interested in the goblin or the owl, let me know and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much. And I'll get Jason coming.
All right, Amy, $12, $12. And hello, Terry Tucker. Us Tuckers got to stay together.
Oh, hey, Terry.
Our cousin Terry is in the chat. It's good to see you.
Another Tucker in the house.
Absolutely. You can never have enough Tuckers. Never enough Tuckers. So this will be the last spider brooch that I have. And this one is probably 2 times the size of the ones that I had last week. Okay. So these are fun if you're into the spooky effect. If you want to wear them, you can see, look how that glistens. Okay. I do believe some of these might be glass, little rhinestones in here. Okay. There's no marking to it. They're very cold. They're very cold to the touch. There's no name on it. There's none that are missing. And this one is a large and in charge one. I don't know if you guys can see. They even have 2 larger ones. And these are black. Okay, these are black. I tried to hold it up to the light to see if I could get a little purple coming through. I'm not getting as deep of a purple as I want, but I'm pretty sure that they would be a deep amethyst. And then these are like a smoky, these ones on the legs, they're sort of like a smoky style rhinestones. And again, even once you touch them and you let them sit for a moment, you touch them again, you can feel that they're cold and there is some weight to this. Now, I really wish I could tell you that it's Czechoslovakian. I don't think that it is. I don't know. There is no name on it. You can see what the safety closure looks like on it right there. It does stay shut pretty nice. This would be great to wear. It would be great to put into your Halloween displays if you want to. Like I said, he's big. He's 3 inches by 2.5. So if you had him on his hat, on your hat, look how big that is. So if you put that, you know, maybe in your display and then decided to wear it, you could do that. So here I will hold it still for a moment so you guys can see what the back looks like. It is a very thick metal, but again, it's extremely costume jewelry. And I do believe that those rhinestones are glass in there, and you can see where they did paint the metal underneath it in black. And then those stones are dark amethyst, if not black. And then the legs are a smoky colored rhinestone. So thank you all for the bids. I saw Vintage Gal in there at 16. I also see Brenda in there at 17. I have Janine in at 18. Vintage Gal's back in at 19. So we're looking for $20 or more. And age-wise, Tina had a vibe. She's thinking it's 1980s. She thinks it's like 1980s. That was her best guess. So $20 or more, let's count it down. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, look at the 2 larger ones that they have there for the eyes. There you can see the smoky colored stones in the legs. And then the body is that darker black. And it's got a nice weight to it. It's going to hang just right. And you can wear it however you want, sideways, even upside down. It's just got a nice feel to it. So there's our bid. And thank you so much, Karen G. So Janine had a just in case of 26. But Kim, congratulations. It's been a while. I'm so happy to send something to you. And Janine, thank you for the bids. Thank you, everybody. But Kim, it's coming to you for $27. Thank you so much.
Congrats, Kim. All right. I have a handmade item for my next round. And this did not make my preview because I just got it done today. And I haven't brought one of these to the sale for a little while. But this one's a little special because I've never seen a Halloween hanky.
Oh my God. And are those jelly beans?
Jelly beans.
Oh my God.
So I found this hanky at a church rummage sale.
That's cool.
And I was like, and there's actually other pictures on it. I just like the witch best, but there's bats and there's other candy. I can't remember what else is on it. Oh, a pumpkin face. And then jelly beans. I don't know. I've never seen a Halloween hanky. So I had to pick it up. So this is one of my handmade hanky lady cards. And I have colored her to match the hanky, purple and orange. She does have black hair to make her really Halloween-y. And the background of this is kind of like a lighter orange. And then I love that witch hat, that witch face in there. I have never run across a Halloween hanky.
A Halloween hanky. No.
Yeah. I just loved it. So this is original illustration by me. So I always hand color these to match whatever the hanky is. And I think this is the only Halloween one I've ever been able to make, unless it was just a colored hanky, but never a pattern. And it says, a pretty hanky to use as you please, just for fun or to cover the sneeze. It is signed by me and dated on the back. When you take the dress off, if you take her out, I'm sure you want to see what the rest of the hanky looks like, but you won't be surprised because she does have undergarments on under her dress. All right. She is fully clothed under there. And it does come with an oversized envelope. The envelope here, where's it at? It's 11.5 by 5 is the envelope size. So if you do like send it in the mail, it does require a little like additional postage other than just a stamp. You kind of have to get it, go to the counter and get it metered. It's a little extra to send it just because it's oversized. Okay. So I see Kim's in at 20. Thank you so much. And I saw Janine in there as well. So we're looking for 22 or more. Janine just popped back in there. So we're looking for 22 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
This is so fantastic.
I almost kept it, but I didn't.
It's a good hanky, Amy. This is a good
one. I can share. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Janine had the high bid at 21. She did use it just in case, but didn't need it. So Janine, congratulations. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $14. $14. It's Tina found this a little bit ago, and I set it to the side. And I do know some folks are trying to collect the planter versions of these diamond pottery figurines. This, I believe, his name is Bulky. Correct me if I'm wrong, Amy. It's Bulky, right?
Yes, you're correct.
Mr. Bulky the donkey. He is a planter. So again, they made little figurines. Then they made the larger figurines with the base, and then they made the version of them with the base that's a planter. So I do figure and have been told that the planters are a little harder to come by. So he is in overall good condition. I do believe he was used at one time. So there is some crazing down here on the bottom. Okay, that's not a repair, but you can see there is some crazing down below there. So I do believe maybe some water got down there, you know, maybe when they were watering the plant in there. So this little guy is really fun. I know a lot of times when it comes to smoking paraphernalia, people always use the donkey. So I was thinking maybe with the upcoming Christmas season, if you guys wanted to, you could give this to somebody and they could use it as a little maybe cigarette holder, lighter holder, something like that. Of course, you can put in the succulents, whatever you want. Right here, that is in the manufacturing. It's looking white on your screen, but it's painted and glazed over. Again, you could put air plants in there or just use him as a figurine. And I have to imagine these on a shelf, if you had the whole series, you know, these you could put up top. Then the ones that don't have the base, you could kind of, you know, put down in front of them. So again, maybe some crazing overall, but he's in super good condition. He measures, he's 8 inches tall by about 8.5 inches wide. So he is painted on the back. All right. And he is the one that has sort of the blacker spots. Okay. Some of these that I've seen online, sometimes I guess it was in the way the factory painted them. It got closer to this style brown, you know, some of those spots, but most of them have the darker spots. So maybe you're trying to collect as the factory had variations, you know, I'm sure some of the paint bled when they made them, but there's no damage to his ears. There's no issues whatsoever. The only thing I can tell you is, and it's catching it very well, you can see there's crazing back here, and there's crazing in the front. All right, no chips or cracks. Thank you, Nicole. I see you're 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. There was one other place that was like a manufacturing defect. I think it's right here. You can sort of see there's a little hiccup right there, but that's glazed over. Now you can see even some more of the crazing. So I suspect that somebody either cleaned that and got moisture on it, or when they were watering the plant that could have been in there, it dripped down and it crazed it there. But it's good crazing. So we're looking for 16 or more. Let's count him down. We are doing, just in case for active bidders, diamond pottery, and it's bulky the donkey. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Jean. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. And again, I think I offered 2. I forget what I had in one of our past sales. I think it was the cow.
I think you had Milky the cow and a planter.
Yep, and I feel like I had the horse. I think those were the 2 I had.
Right. I think you're right.
So
I've never had any of the planters. So there you go.
Tina found all 3 of them. I don't know where she's finding them. So. All right,
diamond pottery hidey hole.
She does. All right, Nicole, for you, $18. I see you 17, Deborah, but Nicole for 18. Thank you so much, ladies.
Congratulations. All right. And hello, Jean and Diane. Thanks, everybody, for hopping on. And Nikki, good to see you guys tonight. All right. I have a choice round, and this is a leaning on antique, although not quite there yet. Owls. No, Nikki. No, not yet. 1930s Halloween. All right. Not quite antique, but getting there. It's getting there. I just found these over the weekend. And otherwise I would have brought them in another sale. I just got these, and we're doing choice on them. Okay. So these are fantastic. You know me and paper things. So not only do I have place cards, but we've got nut cups. I don't know where Dusty Moose is.
Dusty!
But I got some Halloween
no
nut cups. I cannot believe this. So this is choice. So winner can take, so it's for each piece. Okay. So let's talk about, and these are both Denison. These are both 1930s Denison. So first we have the owl place card. So these fold down. Neither one of them have been folded, but I can show you on the back. So here's the fold line. So these 2 little tabs on the end fold down, and this then becomes the bottom, and that is what becomes your place card. And it is the awesome owl. He's playing bridge with all of his favorite cards, and it is marked really tiny Denison down here on the bottom. There's just a teeny bit. I mean, these were just kind of thrown in a box with a bunch of other stuff where I found them. So I'm actually surprised that they're not in worse condition. So there's just a little bit of tiny wear on each of the, I think these are called owl ears, horns. I think that's what they're called for owls. So they're both the same for the owls. Okay. So both the same on these 1930s Denison. Let me see. Where's my notes? These measure 3.5 by 3.5. Okay. So pretty awesome. Love, love. And then, oh my gosh. So these are fold up nut cups. All right. And these also have not been folded. Okay. Here's the back. Okay. So this kind of forms a triangle. So we've got all the little pumpkin faces in like a little cart. So this is like the wheel and the spoke, and then they're in this little green cart. So this folds under, this folds under, and then each one on the side has a little tab. So that kind of folds, and it makes like a little triangle. So that's your duck cup.
Oh my God.
I know.
Such good faces.
So neither one of these have been ever folded. So they will ship flat. Of course, you can fold them up, do what you want with them. But these are great. Measurement for the nut cups flat is 7.25 by 4. 7.25 by 4.
And the carts, are they green or are they blue?
They're green.
They're
green.
It's
kind of showing a weird color, but it's kind of like, it's not Christmas green, but it's definitely like Kelly green.
Okay.
For the little like cart part. I don't really have anything to hold up. next to it. I mean, I do have, there's blue.
There you go. Okay.
So you can see the difference. Yeah, it's green. So like pumpkin stem is green as well. All right. Hello, Maxine. Okay, I see Miss Chrissy is in for 12. You will not find these nut cups online right now. Actually, I couldn't find any anywhere on the internet right now. I don't know about the owls, but I could not find the nut cups. All right, so this is for choice for one piece, and winner can take one or multiples. I see Chrissy is in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thanks for coming over from Instagram, Maxine. We appreciate you being here. All right, Chrissy's back in there.
Maxine. I want to know what these pumpkins are talking about. They're spilling this tea.
I don't know. I don't know. All the pumpkin gossip in the pumpkin patch, I imagine. All right. All right. Bid end is in there from Karen. So looks like at the end there, Maxine got 18 right in before Karen's bid end. So congratulations, Maxine. Just let me know if you want one of the pumpkins, both of the pumpkins, one of the owls, or both of the owls, combination, owl, pumpkin, at your winning bid of 18. So that'll be 18 each. And then Chrissy, you get backup choice from whatever Maxine does not pick. And while we're waiting, Maxine, if you could make sure, you either message me on Instagram if that's easier for you, or you can send me an email. I do need your full shipping address and email that I can send a PayPal invoice to during the broadcast. I appreciate it. The lag is real tonight. The lag. All right. There is. And condition-wise, everything's about the same, just minimal storage where I don't know how these were stored. But none of them have been ever like bent. Okay. Oh, she wants them. You got it. You got it. Congratulations. Thank you so very much. Enjoy those.
All right, $15 choice, Amy, and I'm going to stick with the 1930s, like ephemera, like you kind of had. And I have two of these to offer. These are pretty famous prints to the point where they actually use these as book covers and use them for other things. But I have two of them. One of them has like a little crease in it. So what I'll do is if these get bid up, top bidder, I will send the best one to, and then if there's a backup, then you'll get the one that has, I want to say condition issues, but these both will display and frame really well for you. So I do know that this same little scene here, they did use for ice cream ads. They did use it on book covers, Rose O'Neill book covers. And if you love anything that screams very like 1920s, 1930s cupie, especially with these balloons, this is really, really fun, you guys. So they're in like this makeshift little hot air balloon. I always pretended like they were in an ice cream bowl, and then these were like the balloons, and they kind of floated up into the air. If you love cupies, we got a little bowl full of them. You can see the spoon has fallen. Doodle Dog is there. I know some folks love a good
Doodle looks like he's looking at a snack.
He is. Well, he's looking at the ice cream that I think fell out of it. So this would have been sold in strips. So then you would have, they would have been cut. And I'm not sure what other purpose it would have been used for, but you can tell it is older paper. So this one is in the best condition. There's a little crease up there in the corner, but overall, really good condition. This one, I'll show it to you from the back. You can see that it must have been rolled a little bit, and there is a little crease that you see from the back, but right there is the worst that you can see of the crease, but everything else displays beautifully. So I've been looking at these, and I can see the little dots, so I'm confident enough to call these like a litho print. They are paper. They will be sent to you guys in in one of those like sheets that's plastic with a background so it doesn't, get bent in shipping. So overall, very good condition. One of them is cut a little crooked, but you can kind of fix that when you put it in your frame. So imagine if you guys had your Cupid collection and you had one or two of these in the background. Again, look at the colors with those little bubbles or balloons have you in the back. I just think these graphics are really, really fun. And these are hard to get, that they are these paper prints. Like I said, if you wanted to frame something like this, you'd have to either have it be a book. You could really pay up if you find the tray. They did put the same scene on a tray, sort of like a beverage tray. And if you're really fortunate, you can find the one with like, I think what they did was actually use local ice cream companies and then would advertise that with whatever set.
The few that I have seen, they all have like a different company.
Ice cream company. Yep.
Yeah.
And I will tell you my research online to find these just plain papers to frame or to use whatever you want to do with them. They're not out there. So I'm not saying they're rare, but usually you got to either find this design and use it on a tray, a book, something like that. Roughly about 13 inches by 9. So roughly about 13 by 9. Thank you, Jennifer, for 15. And again, it will be on choice. Again, high bidder has choice of taking both. But if there is a backup, the high bidder will get the one that I think is in the best condition. And that would be the one that has a little tiny crease up here in the corner. So high bidder would get this one. Backup would get that. But again, they both display beautifully. Let me hold it still here so you can see what's going on. Look at their little faces. Doodle dog, like I said, hanging out. One's cut like his rope. He doesn't know what he wants to do. The other one's like, hang on. Don't fall, buddy. Don't fall. 2 or 3 of them. And then look, he's got his little ice cream cone. Look how cute those little faces are. I mean, this is iconic Cupid stuff right here. And if you guys are Cupid collectors, I can't even tell you that I've been on a live sale in all the years of watching them that I've actually seen somebody offer this.
I've never come across any of those.
This for sale. And actually, Tina was at an estate on Tuesday, and she saved this from the estate, and the person had the brownie that I'll be offering later. So these came from that same estate. They had some old stuff. Most of the stuff in that estate was like Victorian to about 1930s. So let's go ahead and count these down. We're looking for 16 or more. Thank you, Jennifer. So let's go ahead and count them down. And you could pick 2 or 1. So let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid N. Is that Sonia? Do I see Sonia in there with a choice for 17? I guess you're taking that as a bid of 17. So we're looking for 18 or more. Am I saying that right? Is it Sonia or Sonia?
I think it's Sonia, yeah.
Sonia? Okay. I want to make sure I was pronouncing it right. So Sonia. All right. So Sonia, you'll get first choice at 17. If you want one of them, I would recommend sending you the one with the little crease here in the corner. There's a little crease right there. Again, you can take them both at 17 each. Maybe you want to gift one and keep one. And then Jennifer, you will have backup, at 15. Yeah. And Sonia, you're new to me. So once you choose, if you can just email me your information. We love new friends. Thank you so much. So you'll take it at $17 choice. Just let me know. Boy, the lag's real tonight, gang. Thank you all for bearing with us. And that would be at $17 choice.
I haven't seen it yet. Not the crease.
Gotcha. So, yep, I'm giving you the one. Thank you so much. So that one with the little bend in the corner will be yours. Absolutely. Okay, you're from Australia. That hasn't been affected with shipping, right, Amy?
No, not that I know of.
All right. So, Jennifer, were you interested in the other one at $15? Again, it has a slight crease. I'll say a crease. It's not a bend, so it's not a sharp bend. But you can see it more from the back than the front. And if you see it anywhere, it's kind of like this little ripple right over here. So Jennifer, were you interested in the other one at 15? I can watch the chat. I can understand if you want to pass, but these are hard to find. So that's kind of forgivable. So Jennifer, let me know if you wanted the other one at 15. And
yes, sir.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good deal. Very, very cute. All right, I have a semi-handmade item for my next round, and it's going to start at 24. Now, I found the black cat, and he was just a little planter. All right, and he's not redware, although he is vintage pottery. No maker on him, and there is a little touched up chip on the ear. That was how I found it. But there was no painting or anything on him, so I did make him into a pincushion because this antique hat pin just reminded me of a cattail, and that's why I paired them together. So you're going to get the little pincushion and the antique hat pins as well. So I'm going to show you everything first. So we're going to take the hat pins out. So you're going to get 3 of them. Now, none of these are 12 inches, all right, but they are still a good length for sure. So the longest one here is the, and this is a, I believe, glass bead on the end of this one. So this is the longest one out of the bunch, just plain black bead on the end. This one is 4.5 by 3.25. The next one, longest, is going to be the, and this is glass as well. It is faceted glass. So it's very interesting how this is. So the bottom of it is kind of like, I'm not sure how to describe that. Kind of like a crown. It's like sawtooth crown kind of shaped at the bottom, and then kind of a faceted point for this one. That is the next longest. That one is 7 inches long, and then 6.25 inches long for this clear, very sparkly, also faceted clear glass one with kind of a brass setting at the base. And I just thought they looked cute together. And here's the cat all by himself. You can put, other hat pins in here. You can put other pins, make it like a sewing thing if you wanted to. I just thought it was cool as a hat pin display. And that was my vision. Like, that was his fancy tail, if you will. So we'll put the hat pins back in there. All right. And there we go. Okay. So the planter part is 4.5 by 3.25. So 7.25, 7 and 6.75 is the length of the hat pins. I see Renee is in at 24. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 25 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I've seen dogs like this, but never a cat.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Renee, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $30. $30 if anybody is interested. I've never had this color before in this sculpt. So I have a miniature head vase. If anyone's interested, it is made by Enarco, and it is stamped 1963 on the bottom. There are no condition issues whatsoever. She has her original pearl earrings. There's no issues to the hand. The paint is remarkable. Even her eyelashes are completely intact. So she's reading true to color. She's got like a little bit of a lavender look. I know sometimes this color, purple, is popular in the springtime, but I like to use these kind of colors in with my like Halloween style things. I like to use purples when you mix them in with oranges and browns and stuff like that. I think they look really good. So I think she would look good at this time of the year in your displays, or if you're a lady head vase collector, they're great to keep out all year round. So again, this is a pretty known sculpt by Enarco. They came in different sizes. These little ones are a little harder to get your hands on, or should I say they're more collectible, these tiny ones. So Dana, thank you. I see you're 30, so we're looking for 31 or more. You can even see a lot of times we talk about the flesh tones. If they've been wrapped up in dirty newspaper, sometimes that stains the flesh. There is no real staining. It's very shiny. There's not even any rust to the hardware that holds on the earrings. Sometimes if they're in a moist basement, they can get rusty. One of the first places to get damage is chipping to the eyelashes. There is none on her. And she's a blonde. And I do know they came in different hair tones, but blonde seemed to be one of the most famous ones. You can even see that she has like some smoky eye going on. I love her eyebrows. Again, the red paint's phenomenal. Even the gold around her wrist there is really, really good. Minimal crazing, nothing crazy, you know, to report. There is a little discoloration here on the inside. That's on the inside of the ceramic. And then it does have its original Enarco sticker on the bottom. Of course, it says it's Enarco from Cleveland, and it is dated 1963. So now you can get a good sense for what the color purple looks like right there. That's what it's going to look like in person. So again, she is an itty bitty one. She's 3.5 inches tall. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on her. We're in at 30. We're looking for $31 or more. No chips or cracks. She's in very, very good vintage condition. Karen, I love these too. These tiny ones, I think are, the funny thing is I love these tiny ones, but then I love the really, really big ones. The ones in between, they're okay, but these little ones, I love finding them. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She's definitely a diva. She's got her hand up. She's like, yep. Like very judgy. Yes. There's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Dana, she's yours. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. If you guys have not done a gear wheel refresh in a while, make sure and do that because the lag is pretty bad tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. These, and I can say this with confidence, are some of the coolest antique Halloween things I have ever seen or come across. And I can't believe I have these. Nor do I can't believe that I'm parting with these, but these are awesome. And I have two. So this is going to start at $20 choice. All right. And these are from the 20s, 1920s. And I'll tell you why, because of what's on these. All right. So I have two of these available. And I'm going to be delicate because these are very fragile. All right. Blog pages from the 1920s, and they're Halloween, and they're double-sided. These are amazing. So this one I'm calling hats. All right. And I'm going to show you both sides before I show you the choice. All right. So first we have, so these would be the paper and crepe paper party hats on this particular page. And I've seen a few of these at the Midwest Holiday Show, the actual hats. And then we have the little crepe paper kind of dancing decorations, that jointed skeleton. We've got a little, so this is like, has the crepe paper fringe on the end of the horn. Very cool. So that's one side. The other side has more Halloween hats. This is so cool. And so here we go. Let's see if my camera wants to focus. So then we have more crepe paper hats.
Oh my God.
With all the die cuts. Look at that devil hat. So good. There's some more party hats. There we go. We got the crowns, and then look at these masks at the bottom.
Fantastic.
So good. So good. All right. That's number one. And number two, I'm calling cats. All right, because this one is decorations. Okay. So first we have the jointed figurine up at the top, if my camera wants to pick it up. There we go. So we have the Halloween bug and the lightning wumpus there, cardboard jointed. And then we've got the tango figurines with the witch and the black cat. These have like a crepe paper skirt. Somebody at the Midwest Holiday Show had one of those. I remember seeing it. And then these are the German like pressed paper die cuts of the black cat.
Oh,
Same
yes.
with the witch at the bottom. And the really cool crepe paper fringe garland at the bottom. But wait, the other side. The other side. Has there's the dancing skeleton.
So
We've
good.
got the witch and black cat. These are the German die cut garlands. We got a jointed witch. We've got the pumpkin head die cut, but we also have a paper mache pumpkin bucket and the spirit sticks here on the side. So I bought these with the intention of putting them in a float frame. Okay, so you can see both sides. That's usually why I do that. And Janine, I see you. So this I'm going to make an option. All right, I just put a trick or treat bag in here so you can see. So it's meant to be, you can see both sides of it. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to choose what you want to cover up. And I thought these were a great candidate to put in something like this so you can still see both sides. So you don't have to pick because I think both sides of both of them are equal as scoop. So I just stuck a treat bag in here. So the frame is going to be additional $10 if you want to add the frame. You can just let me know if you want to add it. I only have 2 frames. So I got one for each if somebody wanted to add it. If you would rather the catalog pages be shipped flat, I'm okay with that too. And I definitely will put these in plastic so they're protected. These are fantastic. I won't ever come across these again. There was actually more. I should have got more. She had 2 other ones, but I didn't know they were double-sided because they were wrapped. And I picked out the 2 that I liked on the front. So that's kind of how I chose. All right. So real quick before we count it down, the pages measure 5.5 by 8.5. Okay. So that's the size. And then the frame size is 8 by 10. So if you do get a float frame, there will be a significant border of glass around them. All right. But you can use those to switch out with whatever ephemera too. Okay. So the frame is optional. I'm leaving that up to you if you want just the page or you want a page and a frame. You're just going to have to let me know. Okay, so this is her choice. Let me get caught up on the chat. I'm trying to be gentle and not be holding both of these super much because the paper is very thin. So I'm trying to be very gentle. Okay, so this is the one that I'm calling hats when it comes time to choose. Okay, hats. And then this one I'm calling cats because of the black cats. Okay. All right, Janine's got the high bid at 26. So we're looking for 27 or more on choice. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Can you imagine if you had some of the things in this ad and then had the ad to put next to it?
It came out of like a catalog book. Right. She actually told me that most of the catalog that she took these out of was like not good condition at all. And most of it had to be thrown out. And she saved the pages that she thought were the coolest.
Amazing.
So I appreciated that she saved the pages, but it actually was a catalog.
So good.
I don't know what else was in the catalog, but awesome. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. So Joe had a high bid at 28. Janine had a just in case 75. So Janine, for 29, let me know if you want cats or hats, and if you want a frame or not, or you can let me know, message me, let me know if you want a frame or not. And if Janine doesn't take both, Joe, you get second pick. Okay, I'll just give it a moment and watch the chat. Cats or hats?
I feel like we're doing like an eye thing. Do you see cats or hats? Do you see
one or two? Yeah. One or two. Well, she wants them both and both frames. You got it, Janine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. $25, gang. $25.
StreamYard going to do that weird thing again? I hope not.
$25 and you're going to get this whole lot. It's all Disney. Okay. Now I know you guys have told me that you love vintage Disney. I don't know how more unique of a lot of vintage Disney I could offer you guys. So this is how I purchased it. So it's all going to stay together. So you're getting all of this for $25. So the first thing in this lot that you're going to get is this little finger puppet. So these are the little ones that you push and then they can dance around. So on the underside, it is marked that it is made in Hong Kong. I know that's upside down, but it's made in Hong Kong. So this is going to be the first little Disney item you're going to get. He is in very, very good condition. His paint has little to no wear on it, and he's just this fun little dancing plastic finger puppet. I love these little dancing guys.
I loved those when I was a kid.
Like these are so fun. And I had the one that you would squeeze, and he was on like the trapeze style thing that I got when I was a kid when we went to Disney World in the 1980s. So your bid of 25, you're getting all of this. So this will be your first piece, and he's about 2.5, 3 inches tall. So that alone, I think, is fun, okay? These say that they're made in England. I don't know how old they are. I feel like they're 1970s or 1980s. These are plastic Mickey and Minnie. They're little hooks, okay?
Oh, my gosh.
So they're little hooks for your little youngsters. One of them still has the original adhesive on the back. You can see some of that wax paper is still on there. But I would recommend if you wanted to reuse these, get yourself some new double-sided tape. So you can see Walt Disney Productions, and it's made in England. So these are plastic, really fun. They're three-dimensional. So they're supposed to be little hooks for the little youngster. There's Minnie. You can see the paint is phenomenal on her. Here is Mickey. So the set's staying together. And again, all this for $25. Again, if you're a Disney collector, if you know a Disney collector at Christmas time, I think they would appreciate this. The collection, I think, spans from the 60s to about the 1980s. You're going to get the Disneyland Donald Duck pin.
That's fun.
There is some wear to it. I will say I don't find a ton of Donald Duck things, but again, this is a lot. You're going to get it all, and it's a larger button. I didn't measure each individual piece. Just let me tell you, that's a pretty large one. It's 3.5 inches in diameter. So there is some wear, but that's underneath the coating. So a little bit of wear underneath the coating, but really, really fun, I think. And I love the way it says Disneyland. So to get stuff over here from Disneyland, usually it's always Disney World over here on my coast. So you're going to get that. This is amazing. And I didn't research any of this stuff. So if you're a reseller, this might be something that you guys could buy and resell. This is a little child's nightlight, okay? And it works. It works. And I'll show you that it works here in a moment. So it's Walt Disney Productions. Paint's in really good condition. Here's what the back looks like.
I wondered what that was in your preview.
If you guys know these night lights, once the bulb goes, you either have to find a way to open it and restore it, or they're just not going to work again. So this little guy here, I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. So you can see that he does light up. So all of this for $25. My Disney folks, I hear you, but I don't know if you're here. You guys wanted Disney. I got it for you. The whole lot, $25. He is a fun little Mickey. A little Donald nightlight. It is plastic. This, I believe, is probably the late 60s or the 1970s. Okay, and it is made by GE. So GE must have been contracted to make these. And then last but not least, this guy, you're going to have to figure out if you can put a new bulb in him, but he's a nightlight. So he's an earlier version of the one I just showed you. And if you guys know, it's a non-polarized plug. You can see there is a little issue. Maybe you guys are so inclined, you can come up with a way to remove the top and add a new bulb to him. But I think he's just fun to have because these, once they didn't work, they threw them out. They threw them out, or they became a child's toy and they just weren't kept. So you're going to get, just to recap, thank you, Timmy. I see you're 25. So to recap, you're going to get this Donald Duck nightlight. So it's like a head bust to him. That one does not work. Okay. This one I think is a little newer, meaning maybe late 60s, early 70s. This one does still work, is made by GE. You're going to get the 3-inch in diameter Disneyland Donald button, some patina to it. You're going to get these. I think these hinge more into the early 1980s. These are made in England. So they're the little hooks. And this one here still has some of the original coating on the double-sided tape, but I'd put new on. And then last but not least, you're also going to get the little, I like to dance, I'm Mickey. I love this. And he's made of plastic. So let's count it down. We're looking for 26 or more, and you're going to get it all. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, maybe you know a Donald person. You could gift those to if you're just into Mickey. But again, I like to have the whole party together. I like a little bit of all of them mixed in together. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Timmy, thank you so much. Congratulations. It's all yours. Thank you.
That's a good lot, Timmy. All right. I have a pretty awesome pumpkin pail for my next round. And I can say that I've never had this one before. And there's a couple different variations of this one. All right. Now, when I found it, I'm going to disclose this right away. When I found it, it did not have a handle. All right. I have replaced the handle on it. Okay. And this is kind of like a coated cording for it. So I have replaced the handle because it was missing. This one would have had the skinnier plastic. I have some other pumpkin pails in my personal collection where those just tend to snap off right here if, you know, a child was a little too aggressive with their pumpkin pail trick-or-treating. But I have replaced that, FYI. So the cord is just kind of knotted in there. All right. So, you know, if you don't like it, you can totally get rid of it. But it is the masked pumpkin pail. And the other variations of this, you can find black painted leaves kind of for the hair up there, or green painted leaves. And this is a nice thick plastic, 60s, 70s, late 60s, early 70s on this one, called the Masked Bandit. And this is from General Foam is the manufacturer for this one. A lot of times they did not mark their pieces. And then it has like the drainage hole on the bottom, but he is really lovely. The paint is really nice on him. Kim, I see you. Thank you so much. Paint is really nice on him. A lot of times if these were stored incorrectly, they can get sun faded, or the paint tends to like chip off of these. This one does not have any sun fading or anything like that. And it's a big old pumpkin pail. This is one that if it were me, I would put like one of those battery powered tea lights in there and light him up. Or you can totally hang him and make him into a lantern too. So measurement for him, he is 8.5 wide, 8 3/4 this way. And I did not measure the handle that I put on there. I didn't measure it. I just went with my Halloween heart and measured that way. 7.5 inches on the handle. Okay. So let me get caught up on the chat. I see Joe's in there at 48. Renee's in there at 38. Joe's got the high bid right now at 48. So we're looking for 49 or more. Anyone that's bidding, welcome to use it just in case. Let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He is nice and clean on the inside too.
He's very vibrant. That orange.
I just found him over the weekend too. All right, Joe, I see you're just in case. And there's Karen's bid end. All right, so Joe had the high bid, put in a just in case, but didn't need it. So Joe, it's yours for 48. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $55, $55. And this is very hard to find. I hope somebody's here that wants to add him to their collection. I know that there's always been a community that loved the Palmer Cox brownies. I know Amy's offered. I know Amy has offered a lot. I know that a lot of folks have been educated and learned about the Palmer Cox brownies. And because of Amy, I knew what these were. I had a green one about a year or so ago. and it was not even in the same kind of condition as this one is. This one's probably in the best condition that I've ever found one in, seeing that the one I had some tears to the face. So this is an antique. This is probably from the 1920s. This is a little Palmer Cox. This actually we saved from an estate sale, or if we didn't purchase it or get it, he may have been destroyed because he was in with a bunch of trash. So his face is like a sock almost, or a stockinette style. There's a little deterioration right here in the corner, as you guys can see. But overall, his face is in remarkable condition. You can see the little bit of blushing there on the side, the hand-painted mouth and eyes. This one is like a peachy pink tone. There's no moth holes, maybe a little bit of discoloration on the fabric, but there's no issues whatsoever. There is wire armature here in the arms and in the legs. I'm not going to recommend that you go bending it because it could be brittle. It could tear through the fabric. I'm going to sell it to you as it was found. There's no smells to it. There's no odors. Again, these are really, really hard to find. Again, it's Palmer Cox. It's a little brownie. I love the fact that he is pink. If you guys collect pink things, you know it's a little harder to find things that are pink. And he is right there on the cusp of already or soon to be antique. So usually Amy reminds me, and I had seen it 2 times when I was at the Heart of Ohio. There's folks out there that have a case, right, Amy? Don't they have
Springfield Antique Center?
There's
a case of all Palmer Cox brownies.
Right.
And we just saw it a few weeks ago. And yours is the only other one that I've seen besides in that case. Those plush. I've never seen any anywhere. Like, it's such good condition. The ones that they have in Springfield are not this good shape.
You can see some on Pinterest. I'm sure some sneak through on like eBay and folks don't know what they are. I couldn't find any examples right now. So seeing what we had to pay, then to sell it for a profit, that's why it's at $55. And I think that these in the right market could be worth over $100 to the right individual. But we thought we would start here with it. The way he stands, he is 10 inches tall. So he is 10 inches tall. He's reading true to color, and his fabric is almost this wool style fabric. It's a very, very thick knit fabric, and you can see that in some lights it reads sort of peach, and other lights it definitely screams pink. So the only condition issue is we have a little bit of age deterioration starting right here and right here, but that's honestly minimal. You'd have to imagine that, you know, the one that I had, part of his face had sort of split open. This one is in remarkable condition. So again, $55 if anyone's interested. The center is stuffed. So he has stuffing in here. He is very, very soft. You can feel that there is like a wire that goes up through the center. There are wires that go through the arms. So you can bend these and move these however you want along with the legs. I'm going to recommend that you do it slowly, or I wouldn't do it at all. I actually, when I showed him in our reel, he was in a little doll stand. But once you get him, you can do whatever you want. And again, it is a Palmer Cox brownie, probably very early to mid-1920s. He is 100 years old. If not, he's right in that wheelhouse. So the light of mine, thank you. I see you're 55, so we're looking for 56 or more. And again, just give me a moment here. Show you that face. It is a stockinette style face. You can tell that it's sort of like a sock monkey fabric almost, if you guys are familiar with that. It's a hand-painted face on there. That's the only condition issue. Maybe a little discoloration to the fabric. But again, very clean. There's no smells, no mothball smells, and he's good to go. So 56 or more. Let's go ahead and count him down. There's one on eBay that is similar, saying 1910. All right, Caroline, thank you so much. So let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We went to preview, and I was digging and rummaging through some very stained fabric, and that's where he was.
The plush that came before these were like the flat, like fabric panel almost fine. would be before they did these with the wire armature.
Gotcha. Delight of mine. Delights of mine. Thank you so much. He's coming to you. I know he's got a good home. Congratulations.
Oh,
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
Awesome. Okay. I have a handmade round up next. And this is choice on, and I actually only previewed one. I got another one done. What I had previewed was Miss Witchy Pose doll in purple, and I got another one done. So I'll show the other one in a moment, but this is going to be for choice of my handmade. These were new old stock Main Korea pose dolls, so smaller size. I have brought larger ones of these before. These are a little bit smaller, but these were new old stock in the original packaging. There's a guy on the 127 that has these, and I buy some from him every year. So I hope he never runs out, because that's the only place I can find these. These are very clean. Their arms had never been bent before, so there's not really any issue with the dolls at all. But they have really awesome painted faces. So this one's got kind of a green, pink, and red kind of painting on the eyes. So I have removed some of the original white lace that was here. I've added some antique black lace for the collar. I've added some ribbon for the tie at the waist. Vintage broom I have added. Vintage black cat cupcake pick I've added at the bottom. Also added the hat here. So it has a purple starburst. It has a feather and some antique netting from a hat that was falling apart. And so just tied on the back side, so signed on the bottom. Okay. So you can pose her if you don't want her waving or casting a spell, whatever. You can gently bend those, but the broom is permanent in her hand. Measurement is 10.5 inches tall by about 5.5 inches widthwise, depending on how you have it posed. And the other one I got done, similar but different colorway. I have a green one. I got the green one done. So she has similar things on her hat. She also has a feather, but it kind of has like this green kind of cast to it, which I like that. Some more netting and a green starburst sequin. Her eyes are all green painted, so no different colors in there. A little bit different style of lace on the neck and the waist. Also has the broom and the black cat, and there's the back of her. So very similar in size, just a different colorway, also signed on the bottom. Okay, so these are probably my last two witchy pose dolls for the season. So probably my last two, but I don't see any interest in those. That's okay. We will bring them back at the recap.
All right. $8 choice, $8 choice. And these are, you got Dana in at 24.
Okay. Lag. All right. There we go. I see Dana and Timmy both in there. All right. Thank you so much. Sorry for the lag, you guys. Apologize. Wish we could make it go away. All right. So both of you are at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. Purple or green is the choice. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I like that their faces are just a little bit different. All depends on how they were painted that day, I suppose. All right, Dana, I see you. Thank you so much. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. All right, Miss Dana, you got the high bid right before Karen's bid end at 27. Let me know if you want purple or green. Timmy, you get second choice. I'll wait for Dana to answer, and then I can just watch the chat. We'll get Jason going. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. As always, we appreciate you being here. All right. Dana's going to take the green one. You got it. So, Miss Timmy, if you want the purple one, you just let me know in the chat. Thank you so much. All right. You said
$8 choice. Okay. $8 choice. And these are both, I believe, from the 1960s. They are both used, but they are black cat greeting cards. So they're Halloween greeting cards. So $8. This one is made by the Hallmark Company. This one is really, really cute. If you love a nice kitschy kitty cat. I love the eyes. They almost look like candy corn here on the jack-o'-lantern. So it says it's Halloween. Before I show you the inside, I'll show you right here that this one is made by Hallmark and measures about 5.5 by 4. So then on the inside, again, you can see that it is signed. It says it's time for little kitty cats and pumpkins to be seen. It's also time for wishing you a happy Halloween. So that's what's there on the inside. So this will be your first choice. Nicole, thank you. I see you in for 8. So we're looking for 9 or more. And again, this one is made by Hallmark and it measures about 5.5 by 4. Your second one is made by the famous Norcross Company, which means if it's a black cat, it's probably Inky, which was their name for their black cat. Each decade, each era changed just a little bit. This one's fun because if you are into things that fluoresce under black light, this one, it's not going to really show it, but the orange and the green will fluoresce under black light. So if you're doing, black lights in your Halloween display at night, the bow, the ears, and the eyes are going to glow for you. So again, if you collect Inky, this is a version of him, and this one I believe is from the early 60s, and then it opens up, and it is signed. It says, here's the friendliest cat you've ever seen, and he's coming to say Happy Halloween. And then it says, you are in our thoughts, and it says, love, love Reeds. So I wonder if that's the Reeds family. So this one measures about 6 by 4. So about 6 by 4. So this one is a little larger than this one. Both of them are in very good, condition. There's no tears. Pardon me. Excuse me. There's no rips. There's no stains, and there's no smells. It's just that they have been used. So they do have signatures on the inside. So they're fun to pop into flower frogs. They're great to collect if you're into the black cats. And again, this one here is Hallmark. This one's probably later 60s into the 70s, maybe even the 80s. I'm just going by the Hallmark. I'm going to say this one's maybe 70s or 80s. This one's either 50s or 60s, seeing by the Norcross on it. So I'm just being vague there. I don't know exactly the year, but 70s, 80s, 50s, 60s on him. So let's count it down. We're looking for 10 or more. And again, it's on choice. And this one we're going to call Hallmark. This one we're going to call Norcross. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see all your bids. Thank you, Renee, for your 9. Nicole's in at 10. Timmy's in at 11. And this one we're going to call Hallmark. That one's going to be Norcross. Again, Inky, if you're into collecting Inky. This one, Hallmark did other pieces. I remember having, I actually think I gave away some of the little invitation cards. It was the same style cat, I believe. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Nicole over Timmy. Timmy had an 11 for $12. Nicole, let me know. Were you interested in this one? We're calling Hallmark. That one is Norcross. Of course, you earned the right to claim both if you want them both. All right, Nicole, thank you so much. They are both yours. Congratulations.
Love, love. I have both of those cards.
Oh, do you? I've never seen either of those before. I love them.
Okay. This is very cool. Also a recent find. And this was, I don't know if it's the original plastic, but everything is new old stock that's in the plastic. These are very cool. All right. So this is going to start at 36 and there is a set of 5. So it would originally come with 5 prints. These are Denison, smaller die cuts for the Halloween party prints. So all of them are in here. All of them are great condition. And this one, it has not even, it's a little loose from the cardboard, but it still has like the backer and everything that it's supposed to have. I actually had this die cut a few weeks ago, the same size one, but then I found the whole set. So this is very cool. So you're going to get them all. So I'm going to take them out and show them to you. The other ones besides the pumpkin, we'll leave the pumpkin in there. All right. So here's what the back looks like. So just brown cardboard on the back of the pumpkin. Okay, it's upside down. There we go. And these date to the 60s, FYI. Okay. Renee, I see you. Thank you so much. So then we have Mr. Skeleton carrying his jack-o'-lantern through the field of mushrooms. I love this. I actually had I had this in the larger like die cut, but I like these smaller ones. I really like these smaller die cuts. Then we have the witch stabbing the pumpkin in the eye, which is great imagery. She's got a little mouse peeking out of the top of her hat. She's got safety pins. She's got everything going on. And then we've got the scaredy cat. Meow, meow, meow. The scaredy cat. Love him. So then the last one is the little creepy tree with the spider and the owl. Look at the eyes peeking out of the hole in the tree, and the black cat. So that's all of them. So the package measures 9 by 6. So like the outer edge of the pumpkin, okay, is 9 by 6. Each of the die cuts is around 6.5 or 5.5 inches, depending on which one it is. Okay, so that's all of them. That's in there. That's everything that's supposed to be in there.
So
right?
Good.
So that's pretty exciting. Never found the complete set before. Okay. So that's all the characters. I see Janine's in at 37. Thank you so much. We're looking for 38 or more. And like I said, I don't know if this is original plastic. I don't think so. It feels like a little bit newer plastic, if that makes sense, because I've had new old stock plastic. It's a little bit thinner kind of thing. So they probably just, maybe they didn't have the bag or something for it. So it's just, but that's how I found it. Okay. So that's everything. Let's count it down. Looking for 38 or more on the set of 5. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
The graphics in this era, I think, are some of my favorite graphics.
Mm-hmm. This one's my favorite, the pumpkin face.
I love the skeleton. Like, yeah. I like the kitschy, friendly kind of Halloween. All
right, bid end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, at the end there, Judy, your 38 came in after the bid end. All right, so you might want to do a refresh. You're lagging behind a little bit. So it looks like Renee had a just in case of 50, but Janine had a just in case of 51. So Janine, they're yours for 51. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Very cool.
$28, Amy, $28. And I have one more head vase tonight. I brought them both. They came from the same estate. So when I purchased the small one, this one came with it. So she's going to start at $28. Usually when I find this one, there's always major damage. I have to tell you, this one is in very good, clean condition. Okay. You can see there is a little bit of wear here to some of that matte style paint. Okay. So when they painted it, this is an extreme cold paint, but they sort of, they matted it down a bit. So it gave it like almost a flocking, almost a real kind of textured look to it. So that's the way it's painted. The one downside is that years of being stored, that can really wear off like red paint can. But this is a good example of her. She has a very non-traditional green. You could use her in your St. Patrick's Day. You could use her at Christmas time or all year round. So she is made by Napco Wear. So she has her original Napco Wear sticker here on the bottom. You can see how clean she is. I didn't even have to do any cleaning to this. She's super clean. And $28 for her is a really, really good start price for her. You can see she's very, very clean there on the inside. I don't think she's ever been used. Another selling point for her is she has her original pearls. Can I bid still? I think, hi, Amy. Did the owl?
Yeah, I was checking. I'm gonna reply to you in the chat.
All right, all right. So Dana, thank you. I see you for 28. So we're looking for 29 or more. Like I said earlier, the selling point on these is that they have their original jewelry and there's no rusting to it. So the metal work there is not rusted. If they're stored in a basement, there can be rusting to it. This example of head vase usually is missing the pearls for me. She has hers. You can see the paint is remarkable. Her eyes are done phenomenal. She has sort of that smoky blonde style hair. No other issues. And again, she's super clean. Again, the major paint wear is right there around the brim of the hat. Her bow is like a lighter minty style green. We'll spin her around here. Almost 99.9% of all of the paint is in super good condition. Almost every one of these I have ever had has this weird wear right here. Maybe it's from flowers. Maybe it's from the way they were shipped. I don't know. That seems to be pretty normal when I find these. Matter of fact,
I think it's probably from flowers.
Probably. And I have another one of these from years ago. I've never known what to do with her. She has a big chunk taken out of her hat. So hopefully someday Tina will be able to repurpose her. But I love this one. It's one that they made different sizes of, so you can get a larger one, a smaller one. This one's going to come in at 6 inches tall, 6 inches tall, and at the widest point, she's 3.5 inches wide. So let me get in there so you guys can see the blue eyes. She has these gorgeous eyelashes. The cold paint on her lips is in very good condition. Overall, everything's good, except there's just a little bit of the green, has a little bit of wear. And then again, that's not touched up by me. Usually when I find these, they always have that weird different colored paint. Same kind of green, same kind of situation. And there's the inside. So it's counter down. Dana's holding it in at 28. Looking for 29 or more on the Napco wear lady head vase. 6 inches tall, 3.5 inches wide. We're doing the just in case if you're an active bidder. So let's counter down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Gavin. I think she's a great green. Again, you can definitely mix her in at Christmas time. Put some red poinsettias in there. If you don't have a Christmas head vase, you can make her into one. I like to sell her at St. Patrick's Day, like in April. She's very good then too. So there's our bid end. Dana, the girls are sticking together. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. They've lived a life. They're coming to you. They're your trouble now. If they're sassy ladies, they're your trouble now,
Dana. Too much trouble. They don't look like.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay. This is going to be a pair of items. Okay. And I have a Casper. It's so cute. I couldn't leave it behind. Now it has some issues to it. Okay. But I don't see Casper stuff very often, so I had to get it. Now it has some staining on it. Okay. But it's so cool, and I've never seen this. I have never, ever seen this before. And I couldn't actually find one. But it's a shoe organizer that's Casper, I believe, or some sort of organizer that you can hang on the wall. It's so cute, but it does have some staining to it. So the back of it is vinyl, okay, but the front of it is like canvas fabric, okay, and so felt, and this is kind of that stiffened felt, and then he's got plastic, and the little pom-pom nose, felt for the mouth, but there is some staining here, all right, and the original bow. And I've had a plush Casper before that has had this same exact ribbon that says Casper the Friendly Ghost on it, and it is by Stacy Lee Originals. It does have the tag on the back, all right, and then it's fabric, red polka dot fabric, all right. So there's some other staining in a couple other places on the edging. I don't know if I'm going to catch it all. It's very hard to show, but it's so cute. I couldn't leave it behind. Now it does have a hanger. This also has some discoloration to it, and I'm going to turn it to the back. So it is just like vinyl on the back. I don't know why they didn't make it out of that on the front, and you could actually clean it. There is some more staining on the back side, but there's no ripping, no holes or anything to it. Here's the tag. Okay, there's the tag for Stacy Lee Originals, and that's who made the plush that I had. I don't know if it was last year or the year before last, but this measures 32.5 by 10, 32.5 long by 10. What could you put in there besides shoes? Plush? I don't know. Crafting supplies. You could do a lot of things with this. I couldn't leave it behind. It was Casper. But you're also going to get, I do have a Casper comic. All right. That's going to come along with it. Casper the Friendly Ghost comic. And he's reading a spooky book. Right?
It's good. It's good.
He's reading a spooky book. And his light bulb's burned out. I don't know how he's reading in the dark, but he is.
He's Casper.
So the comic is from 1957. It's number 55. This also has a little bit of wear to it. I picked this up to include, but of course, like y'all know Casper, right? Y'all know Casper.
Yeah.
But I just thought I would include this with it because it's cute too. There's fun advertising and stuff in here.
Good.
Spookies in here as well. So anyways, okay. So the organizer plus the comic book. That is your little Casper lot. I like Casper for Halloween. This was actually when I was a kid. My trick-or-treat bucket was Casper.
Was the Casper.
Literally was the Casper-shaped one. Yep. That's what I carried around with me. All right. Let's count it down. Kim's in at 20. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 21 or more for the pairing. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bidette. He's so cute.
I don't even know that you have to use him for anything. He just makes great wall art. Just hang him up the way he is. No. Or fill it with the Halloween cards. Stuff those pockets full with your Halloween
You can put different kinds of candy in each pocket.
Absolutely.
Could be your chocolate Halloween stash hanging on the wall. All right. Bid Denison from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Brenda had the high bid at 22. Miss Kim put in a just in case at 75. So Kim, it's yours for 23. Thank you so much.
$10 choice. $10 choice, and all the work. You want to hang them on your gallery wall. Maybe you want to buy them as a gift for somebody. They were professionally done at a place called Tad Keepsakes in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So they are professionally framed, and I have two for you to choose from. So it's matted, and it is a vintage hanky, and it is a Victorian calling card. So $10 choice. They have it that it's going to hang in this like diamond style because you can see the little hook on it. So if you guys are doing a gallery wall, maybe you know somebody that you need a Christmas gift for, these are fantastic. So $10 choice. This one here measures about 8.5 by 8.5. So it has that lace style hanky in there, and it has a calling card. And then on the inside, it says, be joy forever near thee. So that's what that says there with the hand holding the greeting with those flowers in the background. So, and no stains to anything in it. The front is glass. So that is glass, and it is a wooden frame. So it is a wooden frame. And again, I would believe these are probably framed maybe in the 80s or the 90s.
Oh, wait, I missed it. Did you find them like this?
Yes, this is the way Tina purchased them. They came from an estate like this. And it's actually it was a shop in Lancaster that took original things and then framed them. So, and the frames themselves, I think, have some really fun details. So they have these little gilded flowers and leaves all the way around. There's no damage whatsoever, and that's a real wooden frame. So there's a real wooden frame. It actually has the little bumpers there, those little plastic bumpers. I love the frame too. I think the frame's fantastic. It's got the little bumpers, and they want you to hang it in a diamond style because there's the hook. I mean, for $10, the work's done for you. It is a glass frame. This would make a fantastic Christmas gift. I'd have to imagine when these were new, they were probably easily $30, $40, brand new at the shop. So this will be your first one to choose from. And you can see that there's like pinks and whites in there. And in the background is like a burgundy. So that's like I feel like, I'm trying to see, that's like a fabric, like a felt style background. So it's like a textured background. So that's going to be your first one. Just $10, $10. Christmas gift if you know someone that loves and collects hankies, or if somebody loves Victorian. This is the other one. Now, I would encourage you to get both of them and hang them on the wall. This one is all the blue details.
I love all the tatting stuff in there. That's very cool.
I do too. And then this one here, and this one is a little larger. This one is 9.5 by 9.5. So you get two different sizes. That one's 8.5 by 8.5. This one is 9.5 by 9.5. Again, when you hang it, they're going to have you hang it in a diamond style. I guess if you want it like that, you could. You're just going to have to, you know, move that. But again, all professionally framed and matted in there. I do believe that the calling cards are Victorian. I don't believe that they are reproduction, and they're in super good condition. Glass is fine, and it is like this fabric, like almost felt style mat that they used on it. And this one says, let me get my eyes to focus. It says, with fond love to thee. And that one has your ship in the background. And then it has like a leaf, and it has like roses in the background. Of course, the hankies are clean. This one's missing the original sticker that says where it was made, but it's the same exact place. They came from the same estate. So one more time, again, I believe these are 1990s, maybe early 2000s. Professionally framed glass wood frame. That's not a plastic frame. That is a gold painted.
Can you show them next to each other again?
Absolutely. And again, they came from the same estate. So I believe that somebody hung them and kept them together. I think they have a great color to them.
The darker background one is bigger than the burgundy one.
Yes. This one is 9.5 by 9.5. This one is 8.5 by 8.5. And again, if you're doing like a gallery wall, maybe you have that weird in-between wall. Maybe you have a room that you do blues in. That one would look great. Maybe you have a room that you do more of the, you know, the mulberry, the pinks, the burgundies. That's going to look great in there. Clean, no stains, no chips to the frames. They're in very, very good condition. So let me get caught up real quick. Thank you all for the bids. I saw you, Jamie, Dana. Nikki is in, and Nikki's in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. And again, it'll be on choice. We'll call this one red. So let me hold it still here. So that one we're going to call red, and this one we're going to call blue. Okay? So 17, we're looking for 17 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So they were framed professionally here in a place here in Lancaster. And I don't think that Tad Keepsakes is around anymore. But again, these are probably 90s, early 2000s. Look at those frames with the little flowers on there.
Frames are gorgeous.
They're very timeless. I don't even feel like these look dated. They look like they're brand new. So there's our bid end. Thank you guys so much. Jamie was into the 17. Dana had a just in case. So at $18 each, Dana, you get first choice, or you can take both at 18 choice. That one is going to be the red one. That one's going to be the blue one. Again, they came from the same estate. Maybe you guys could frame some more and do a whole wall. Dana, thank you so much. They're both yours. Congratulations. I think they're fantastic. Thank you guys so much.
Good get, Dana. All right. I have some brooches for my next round, and both kind of Halloween colored ones. And I do believe the last of my Halloween colored ones. And I have two. So one is orange rhinestones, and the other one is black with a little bit of white in there. So those are the two choices. So we'll start with the orange one, and it is true orange. It's not amber. It's definitely orange in color. Let's see if my camera wants to pick it up here. Nope, not quite. Okay, this one does measure 1 1.25 inches in diameter. There we go. Now you can see. So it does have darker bright orange for the big square marquee cut rhinestones there, all prong set on all of them, and then the ones that go around the outside are a little bit more on the amber side, if I had to call it anything. So 1 1/4 inches in diameter for this one, but it definitely is orange. I don't really have anything amber color to put it next to, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's brighter in person than it is showing on screen. And it does have nice puddling on the backside, no stamping, safety clasp. The point does not extend past the clasp. Okay, 1 1/4 on that one. And then we have the black and white rhinestone one, classic on that one. I thought I would bring it tonight though, because I thought it looked pretty with the orange one. Also, all prong set, faceted black glass there for the big ones, some medium ones, and then all white rhinestones go around the outside. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. This one also has nice puddling on the back, no stamping, safety clasp. The point does extend just a tad past the clasp on this one. And this one measures 1.5 inches in diameter. So similar in size, but just a hair bigger than the orange one. So there they are right next to each other. Really nice Halloweeny. All right, let's count it down. Nikki's in for 14. We're looking for 15 or more on a choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it.
They look great together. They scream Halloween right there. It's like,
yeah,
so good.
They're both really nice. Yep. Yeah. He truly is the boss there, Jennifer.
The supervisor.
He runs the household. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Nikki, I saw you just in case. You didn't need it, lady. Let me know if you want orange or black. Oh, she already answered. She's
taking them both.
You got it, Nikki. Thank you so much.
$20, Amy. $20. And I've collected chained families for decades. I've never came across this set. The way these are chained, I'm amazed that there isn't more damage. One of the deer does have a repair to his ear. And there's a tiny little nip on Mama's hoof, but it's on the back. So if you guys love kitschy deer and you love the chained families, this is one that I have never, ever had before. And it's only going to start at $20 if anybody is interested. So Mama deer is in very, very good condition. There's no breaks. Even with that hoof curled around like that, there's no break to it. But on the back, and we'll spin her around there, on the back, and it could be touched up. If you want me to touch it up, I will. There's a little white speck right there on her hoof. So you can see down there at the bottom, little teeny tiny speck, okay? She measures 3 inches tall, and each one of the little baby deer, they're about 1 inch tall. So we'll show them to you. And the one, I guess it is, let me find it. It is a very good repair. I think it is it the 4th one? It's the 4th one back from Mama that has had an ear repair. So each one of these little itty bitty babies. So the 4th one back, there's a little ear repair, but you have Mama deer, and then she has six little babies. Okay.
So cute.
And each one of those little deer measure about 1 inch by 1 inch, and Mama comes in right at about 3 inches tall. So if you guys are into the kitschy deer, Amy, I know you collect deer. Have you ever seen this set before?
I have. I used to have that set once upon a time.
Gotcha.
Mine.
This is a set that I've never had before. I've had the ones where there have been cats that have had like 6 babies. There's one that I think there's a bear that has 6 babies.
There's squirrels and puppies and cats and bunnies and all sorts of critters.
Never have I had one of these deer. So, and each one has a little wire around its neck. That's the way they did it at the factory. And then that's how they hooked the chain in. So if you guys don't like them being chained together and you want to place them differently, once you own it, you can take that chain off. All you have to do is undo the little wire around each little deer's neck. So these are great to use at the holidays. If you don't have any reindeer in your Christmas, you could use these as your little 7 reindeer. You could put little bows on them if you want to. But these are great in your fall displays. Again, this is a harder to find set. I think they did ashtrays that had some of these little ones.
Yep.
It was like an amoeba an atomic style ashtray. And then those are, but they're permanently affixed to it. So I believe when I checked it, yeah, this one has its original tag. These are made by the G Novelty Company. So it has its original. I don't want to break them. Let me move it up slow so you can see it has its original little Japan foil label. I have to imagine that a lot of these had breakage to the hooves. Look at that kitschy face on that deer. I mean, that is phenomenal. If you're a Bambi collector, if you're a deer collector, and again, I'm just noting any condition issues. There's a little teeny tiny little speck right there in the back of the hoof, which could easily be touched up and you really don't see it. So usually when I sell these at the shop, they're usually $40 or more. And again, they come with all the little baby deer and they're all made of ceramic. They all have their little spots on the body, you know, the little deer spots. See if I can show you the damage to the one. All of them are in good condition, except for the fourth one has a little ear repair. When Minx, the invoices will go out on Saturday, and then since this is a holiday on a Monday, you'll have until Tuesday, really, to get the invoices paid because we'd like to ship Tuesday morning. There's the damage to number 4. Again, I think the repair is pretty good. You got to look really close. You have to imagine the way these are chained together. If a little kid grabbed them and played with them, probably would have gotten
swung them around.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So let me sit them back down. Thank you, Cindy Lou. So now we're looking for 21 or more. And I have to tell you, for these chained sets, these 2 condition issues, they're minimal. They're minimal. There's no other real chips. I'm just double checking. There's no other chips. So deer number 4, baby deer number 4, has an ear repair, and Mama has a little spot on the back of her hoof that might need a little touching up. So Minx is in at 21. Thank you so much. And before I count it down again, Mama is 3 inches tall, and the babies are 1 inch by 1 inch. So if you don't want them chained together, you can take them apart. I think it's a really cool set. So Minx is in at 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Cindy's in at 25. So now we're looking for 26 or more. Let's start the countdown. And just in case for active bidders. Gotcha, Minx. So 20, 19. Well, good luck with that. My goodness. All right. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nicole is in at 26. We're just looking for 27 or more, and you get the whole clan chained together. There's just 1 ear repaired on deer number 4, and Mama has a little nip on the back. So let me sit them down here. And Cindy, I'm so sorry, Cindy, your 28 came in after the bid. Accidentally fell, crushed. Oh God, Minx.
I'm so sorry.
Sending thoughts and prayers, Minx. I'm so sorry. So Nicole, it's yours for $28. Thank you so much. Wait, $26. 26. Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Parmesan keeps trying to climb the curtain. Okay. My next round is I'm gonna start at 20. And I have a Shafford black cat. I had a couple pieces of Shafford black cat last week. And I brought my last piece that I have tonight. Now this is the creamer. And I will say right now there is a little touched up chip on the ear, although it's touched up and you can't really see it. But I am noting that it is there. Otherwise, the rest of it is really nice shape. Look at the cold paint on this.
That's amazing.
It's really nice. Very minimal wear on the cold paint. So the red, the green, the white, all of that you're seeing is all cold painted on there. So minimal scratching on it, which is pretty crazy. And then the red does extend around the sides. No painting on the back of the cat at all. But there is the bow. He's really nice. No Shafford foil sticker present on the creamer. But you can see that it is the red wear. Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. And I don't know if he's ever been used. I cannot really tell. but maybe he didn't, because usually if they actually use this as a creamer and actually put stuff in it, there's a good indication that most of that red cold paint on the mouth would be missing. But there's not really anywhere to that. Parmesan is really trying my patience tonight. I don't know what he's doing back there, but he's trying to climb the curtain. All right, measurement for this is 6 inches, 6 inches tall, 5 inches this way to the handle for the tail, and then about 3 inches at the legs. Okay, so meow meow. He's perfect for Halloween time, but perfect anytime. I do love these Shafford black cats.
I do too.
All right, let's count it down. I see Caroline's in at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. And let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dead end. Now he's gone. Where'd you go? Stop talking about another cat, Mom. I'm out of here.
He's a busy dude, Mom.
Oh, you have no idea. He is busy. 24/7. He's busy doing something. Did I tell you the other morning that how he woke me up? He pulled the wood trim off the bottom of the bedroom window, clank onto the floor. Yes, he pulled the wood trim off the window. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. All right, bed end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Caroline, Kitty is coming to you for 20. Thank you so much.
All right, these are going to be $8 choice. $8 choice. These are new old stock. The cellophane bags were very, very disintegrated. So I took them all out. So these are fun if you're into kitschy things or if you want to gift them, but they are salt and pepper shaker sets. Okay, so they're going to start at $8 choice. This one is going to be your first one. So if you love a good purple flocked cow, they are made in Hong Kong. Most of them have their Hong Kong stickers still on the bottom. Again, with these plastic flocked pieces, sometimes there's a little bit of wear to them. William, they were already technically opened because they were starting to disintegrate. So I just finished what Mother Nature was already going to do to them. So they were all, could you imagine if I showed you guys them in the bag? The bags were yellow. You wouldn't have even seen what was, you wouldn't have seen what was in them. So hello, Tirza. Good to see you. The only condition issue is where some of the original glue is, it's stained a little bit, but he or she has a little bell. These little shakers, and some of the shakers, I have 3 different versions to show you. You're going to have to work to get them out because they've been in there for a long time. But each one has a little plastic vessel there that holds your salt or pepper, and then they go right back in there, okay? So $8 choice. Maybe you want to craft with these. Maybe you want to use these as Christmas gifts. So this will be your first one. This one is 6 inches tall. Look at the eyelashes on the purple cow.
I love those good old kitschy plastic eyelashes.
Oh my God. And sometimes Misty talks about the smell. They don't have an overly plastic smell, but you get your nose in there, they're going to be reminiscent of days gone by. So that's going to be your first one, and that one's the cow. Second one is going to be the pink poodle.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you don't get much more kitschier than a pink poodle
club.
Pink poodle club. So super cute. Has its original salt and pepper shakers. They're in the sides. It's kind of supposed to be like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, some of those it's supposed to look like a burro, with its pack on it.
Yeah.
This looks like
I've never seen this one.
No, I haven't either. This one is so cute, and I love the fact to hold the hat in at the factory. They used one of those little pearlized pink pearls. So the hat is plastic. The whole entire poodle is flocked. Look at the fur on there. The fur is nice and clean. And again, each one of those has little shakers in there. So this will be your other choice. We're looking for $8 choice, new old stock. And this one has so that one was made in Hong Kong. So, and again, I'm sure there's parts of this that fluoresce under black light. So if you're into poodles, maybe someone that, at Christmas time, that would be a kitschy gift. He's 4 inches tall. Then the 2 I did preview, I have 2 of these fun turtles. These I have never, ever seen before.
I've never seen the turtles either. Oh my gosh.
oh, like that derpy, cute little face on him. And these eyes on here, most of the eyes are plastic. So I have the two turtles. You can see where they use some of the paint there to give him a nose and a mouth. Then you have the plastic shakers that are there on the inside. Made in Hong Kong, sticker on the bottom. I mean, this is a bygone era. And you can see the darker flocking here on the turtle shell. And he comes in at about 3 inches wide. So just $8 choice. They're not going to be too heavy to ship. So even if you had things in a box, they should fit in. They're very light. They're plastic and they're flocked. And again, these are really fun. These two turtles I'd never seen before. So this guy, he might be reading orange on your screen, but he's sort of like a tan or light brown.
Your little face.
I mean, honest to Pete, you can't get much more kitschier than that. And if you guys wanted to craft with these and embellish these a little bit more, they're really, really fun. And again, you can see it says that it is made in Hong Kong. So pretty much 90% of the flocking remains. They are salt and pepper sets. So they're the little caddies in here. And then you pull those out. And then these are the little figures that hold them. So 3 inches. So your choices again were, and then we'll move on in a moment, $8 choice. This one is the light brown one. This one is your dark brown one. Definitely flocking fun, Karen. A flocking good time. And again, these are really, really fun. And I didn't even check to see. I'm sure there's some aspects of it that glow. Well, the eyes definitely glow.
All good flocking comes from Hong Kong.
Absolutely. So then you have that one. The poodle, if you have a poodle lover in your life, especially the fact, look at the cowboy hat. I think that's so much fun. So then you had the poodle. And then my favorite, if you guys have those ceramic purple cows, this little cow here is going to look fantastic with that set.
I wonder if that's supposed to be Ferdinand. Oh, I guess he would have a rose in his mouth if it was Ferdinand, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But again, purple, really fun. We'll sit them to the side, and I'll bring them back in a little bit. Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. I have a lady head myself tonight, and she's going to start at 20. She's also a Enarco, similar to Jason's, although a different pose. Okay, but she is on the smaller side, definitely. Not the smallest, not the largest, for sure. But I picked her up because I liked that she was dressed in black, and she's got her red fingernails and pursed lips. So there's no chips to her, but there is some heavy crazing. So I picked her up because I liked this. It looks like she got into a spider web. I'm here for it. But there's no nicks to the eyelashes. Usually that is the first thing to go, or that hand. Usually that is the issue, but it's not high gloss. It is that more matte finish for the paint up in the hair bow. So she does have heavy crazing in several different locations. But the hair bow is kind of like an off-white, and it does have a little tiny polka dots in gold up in the bow. I really like her hairstyle. Now, she's not one that would have earrings because her ears are hidden. All right. And we'll turn her to the back. There she is on the back side. So there's no chips that I can find on her, just the crazing. And I do believe there was a plant in here. I tried my darnest to get down in the crevasse. And I did put water in there and soap and everything. And it just remains down in that smaller portion. There is a little bit of staining on the inside of the planter, but I tried my best to clean her. She does have partial Enarco foil sticker on the bottom, dated 1964 on the bottom there, but I liked that she was dressed in black, kind of Halloween-y to me. I decided not to turn her into a witch, although I was tempted to, because she looked pretty cool with a little witch hat poking out the back, but I did not. I thought I would leave her as is, but that is why I picked her up, because of that dark, heavy crazing down there. And that is kind of the worst spot as far as crazing goes, is right there on her hand. And you can kind of see a little bit heavier up in the bow as well. All right. Tracy, I see you at the high bid at 24. Thank you so much. Measurement for her, she's 5 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide. Okay, so definitely smaller on the medium size, I would say medium size. Like the smallest one is about here. And then normal size is usually a little bit taller than that. And then the one that Jason showed, there is a humongous one in that same version. I've seen it once, one time in Illinois. There's a store there. She's ginormous. I don't even know how to tell you how big she is, but she's some feet, like a store display size. All right, let's count it down. Looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I've never seen this sculpt before.
Really?
She's beautiful. Yeah, no, I've never.
All right, lots of bids coming in chunks in there. Don't forget the lag is really bad tonight, you guys. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, how I see it come in, Tracy, unfortunately, your 45 did come in after the bid end. I see it that way on both devices for me. Let's see, Dana had a just in case of 32. Tracy had a just in case of 28. Nikki Moss had a just in case of 57. Over Delight's mine 34. So Nikki, it is yours for 35. Thank you so much.
$15. $15, and you're going to get, of course, the set. This is the best version of these 3 bears that I've ever seen before in my life, okay? They offered up this sculpt, I think, for hobbyists to do, but this one is actually made by Plastercraft, which made a lot of these pieces in the 1930s. If you guys are into nursery rhymes, this is probably the best version of the 3 bears I have ever found in my life. So there is Papa Bear. These are painted very 1940s, very 1950s. There's Mama Bear. There's no chips whatsoever. I'll show them to you up closer. Up closer. I'll show them to you up close, and they all have their original hooks. They're just fantastic. And then, of course, the only one that has a little bit of wear is Baby Bear here around his ear right there. So let me show them to you up close. You're going to get the trio. There's Papa Bear in his overalls. He's got his big pocket right there. I think he's really, really cute. He is made by Plastercraft, so they're stamped. So these were manufactured, and they are plastered. They're made of chalkware. So you can see his hook has no rust. I think they would be great to frame. These are nice too. They don't really stand on their own, but if you get them against the wall, you can get them to stand a little bit by themselves, although I definitely recommend hanging them. So Dad is 5.5 inches tall. Don't these look like they came right out of the storybook? Honest to God, if you guys have one of the storybooks, they're going to look super cute next to them. I've never had this version of the 3 bears, and I think it's probably the best that I've ever found. So here's Mama Bear. She's in her dress. You can see that there's some pink and red down at the bottom. There's a blue stripe. I love the airbrushing. Her face is done really, really well. She measures about 5 inches tall, and she's made by the Plastercraft company as well. Deborah, thank you. I see you're 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. Again, those hooks are in there. I trust these. You can hang them up immediately and be good to go. A lot of times, even from years of being, stored, that discolored, that's very, very bright white. They look brand spanking new to me. So there's Mama Bear. Thank you, Karen. I love these. Even if you're not into the 3 bears, but you collect bears. And this is probably one of my favorite little versions of Baby Bear. He's got his little feet.
Look at his feet.
So cute. There is a little bit of paint wear right here on his nose. A little bit of paint wear right there on his nose, and there's a little right there on his ear. So if you're so inclined, you could definitely touch them up. And he measures 3.5 inches tall. So you're going to get the whole entire family. You can hang them in sequence. You can hang them in whatever order you want. This sculpt, I don't believe they ever had a Goldilocks. So I think you just got the 3 bears. If there's a Goldilocks, I have never seen one.
I've never seen one either.
I have seen that they offered these sculpts by, and I'm using this as an example, like a Holland mold of sorts, and then people would have painted them themselves. But these were made by, in a factory. So these were definitely in a factory. So yeah, I know, never ever a Goldilocks that I ever found, although you would almost think so. So Again, they're stamped on the bottom, and a lot of times this company made babies. Usually you find the plaster crafted, they're like the little babies, or the little, I've seen them that they made little baby shoes. So let's start a countdown. We're looking for 16 or more. You're getting a whole family, Papa, Mama, and let me hold them all here. So you're getting Papa, Mama, and you're getting baby in very, very good. I got to tell you, they're pretty much in perfect condition, except for a little rubber too on baby bear. When you find these, usually they've been repaired, or big chunks are missing, or the paint's
not easy to find without some sort of issue.
Right. And these look brand spanking new. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys love like the carnival chalkware, that's how these are sort of painted. I love when they paint them that they're airbrushed. Maybe if you want for Halloween, the red on the lips. We ate Goldilocks. We ate her. She's gone. She's gone. I don't know.
A whole version of the story we've never heard before.
Absolutely. Deborah, congratulations. The party's coming to your house. Thank you guys so much.
Okay. I have some shakers for my next round. Now, I will say that these are not in perfect shape. FYI. Okay. These are made by Norcrest. I have never had these. I don't think I've ever come across these before. Now, this one does have a really faded Norcrest sticker here on the back, but he also has right here, he has a hairline. I don't know if that's going to pick up or not. There we go. Okay. So there's a hairline right here. Okay. FYI, I can feel it. And these are supposed to be those noisemaker kind of shakers. Norcrest did several of these. Commodore did some. Holt Howard did some, where they would have a noisemaker kind of mechanism on the inside of these. So they were supposed to, you know, tweet at you when you shook the salt and pepper shaker out. I've never come across a set that actually work, but neither one of these has the mechanism still in there. All right, that's how I found them. But that doesn't affect the you know, they're still cute for salt and pepper shakers. Now, these are the kind, I'll turn them to the back so you can know what I'm talking about. Most of the time when they have the noisemakers, or supposed to have the noisemakers, the salt and pepper shaker is contained in the head. So this hole on the back is where the cork would go, the stopper. So the shaker would be contained just to the head, and then the base would basically be the noisemaker. Okay. But there's no other chipping to either one of them. It's just, yeah, they're missing their innards, but I think that they're still cute, especially for Halloween or fall. And I love these. I've never come across these. Norcrest did several different kind of owl shakers. But these ones I've just never come across before. Jason, have you seen these before?
Never. And I was trying to look. I knew someone that collected owls. I was just looking to see if I could find in their picture. I've never even seen them in their owl salt and pepper collection.
There's like another version of these that also have noisemakers that I have seen and I've actually had before, but I've not run across these. This one does have 3 holes. The other one has 2. And if you actually wanted to use these as salt and pepper shakers, you totally still could. You can get replacement quartz. I just don't have any that are that size. Mine are either too small or too big to fit in those owls. And like I said, there's no chips or damage to them. It's just that one hairline right in there. I suspect maybe something having to do with the mechanism coming out of there. I'm not really sure, but they're both like that. But that's the only kind of issue, is that hairline right there. And I wouldn't consider the noisemakers missing an issue. Like my Holt Howard cats that I have back here, those are mine. They're also missing their innards, but they display just well. Let's see, Dana, I see you at 18. Thank you so much. Measurements, I'm going to give you real quick. 4.5 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. I think they're kind of spooky how they have their little winky faces. That's kind of why I brought them tonight. All right, I see Dana's got the height bid at 18. We're looking for 19 or more on the Norcrest Hootie Hoos. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bedtime. I still haven't seen that commercial yet, Jason. It's because I haven't had time to watch TV.
I'll find it for you and send it to you. You won't have to look it up. I'll find it for you.
That might be easier. I have a bunch of things recorded, but I haven't had time to watch anything. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. The Hootie Hoo Moon bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so Dana had a just in case of 23. Miss Nikki had a just in case of 24. So Nikki, they are yours for 24. Thank you so much.
All right, gang, I couldn't preview these because they didn't fit in my preview right. So they'll be $10 choice. These are officially an antique this year. They're from 1925. So your first one at $10 is going to be, and these were ladies' fashion magazines, okay? If you guys love fashion graphics, especially from the 1920s, these books are for you. These are fun magazines. You can put them on your coffee table. Try to do the exact research. I believe that these were just used, especially because they're from the Fashion Institute. So they're the Women's Institute of Domestic Art and Science. So this was just basically the cutting edge. This would have been your runway stuff that was going to be in vogue and things that were popular. And they were going to describe how the fashion was hung on the individual, what kind of body style it was meant for. There are advertisements in here. This is almost a full color magazine. So your first one is going to be from 1925, winter 25-26. 100 years ago, and I have the spring one from 1925, okay? So $10 choice, $10 alone. The graphics in here, you could pull these apart and frame them. You could junk journal with them, but I'm going to tell you that they're clean, they're nice, and I would just use them as coffee book tables. Although the front is very, very flapper girl, they measure 12 by 9. So the back has illustrations and advertisements. There's no smells to them whatsoever. You get into the centerfold. Look how gorgeous that is.
Ooh.
1920s at its best. It advertises in this one. So you're going to choose between winter or spring. So I'm showing you the winter one right now. So it's going to show you all of the flapper girls in their 1920s. Is
that orange or red?
It is a orangish red. I don't know how else to say
tomato red.
Yes. It's a very tomato red. So, and again, it shows you the fashion from the hair attire to the hats. There's another set in here. So here you can see, this is where this one's different than some of the other magazines I've offered. This is how the illustrations are. It's supposed to show you how they're supposed to drape open, how they're supposed to be worn. It shows you where there's zippers on them, how their buttons are supposed to be buttoned up. Again, I'm sure you guys would know when zippers came into fashion versus buttons. So I said zippers. I don't think they had zippers in the 1920s there. Look how gorgeous she is. Like that alone. And then there's other pages in here throughout. This one shows you the new jumper models, and they are youthful and chic. Look at all the jumpers they're wearing. Like these are just fun magazines. And the fact that they're all in color, they would have been very, very expensive. Here's a whole lingerie. So these were lingerie from the 1920s, and then it explained to you, and one of them in here actually, and it's not a real negative, it goes over body types and what would be apparent for somebody who was slender and sleek, somebody who was tall, maybe somebody who was a little, wider. Here's the charm of dainty things. Look how fun this is. All these ladies in their nightgowns. Look at the way the lamps were. So if you want to kind of see what the 1920s looked like, here they are in their like boudoir area. Again, they're in color. These smell very good. Oh, look, we've sold these before, Amy. They're the little pin cushion.
Oh, the little pin cushion dolls.
So, and then it gives you all sorts of details about it on decorating ideas for it. Here we're going to do, these are your different novelty gifts. So these would have been other different ladies' hankies. So again, if you guys collect the Victorian or the 1920s flapper girl things and you're trying to date them, this would be your reference guide. One more thing in this, I'll show you. It's the millinery section. So it is all of the hats. And again, this one is just the fall. The spring has a lot of the other things. But then here in the front, they have realistic pictures. Those are in black and white. So you have real models in each one. And this one isn't heavy on advertisements. This is just, I'm just wanting to see. So that's a cutting tool. That's not a zipper. But this one here kind of advertises Christmas time. So that's your first one, okay? So I'll move very quick. We're at 10. We're looking for 11. This one is your spring one. Again, you could frame that. There's no real splitting to it. There is some ads in it. Really, really fun. This one teaches you different ways to this one. Okay, so this teaches you how to, I couldn't tell if this one was a collar or a hat. I believe this teaches you how to make a hat. Okay, so it has like the harder brim style part. It's either a collar or a hat. I didn't have to, one brim for different angles. No, it teaches you how to make those hats. So it's going to teach you how to make hats, okay? This one is the spring one now. We've moved on. Here's the center fold. So each one had a center fold with some of the different versions that were coming out. Just like I showed you in the fall one, it shows you where different tassels are going to be, where different ties are going to be. Here's another realistic picture. Where is the one? Well, maybe someone will just have to buy them both. There's one that's really fun. It explains the body types and how the dresses are supposed to be worn. Again, if you guys love flapper girls, I mean, this is just chock full of your very quintessential 1920s flapper girl things. So again, how many pages? It's a pretty big magazine. Damn it. I wish I would have. Here we go. This shows here how some of the dresses are supposed to hang, and it shows you the different body types. So it shows you different figures and in which figure you would fit in and what style dresses would be best for you. And it kind of explains to you pictorial view. Oh God, look, that's a pictorial view magazine. Look at the little baby on the front there.
Ooh.
So again, you'll choose between spring or winter, okay? 11 or we're looking for 11 or more. We're in at 10, so let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's getting very difficult to find 1920s or 1910 magazines that aren't falling apart, that don't have odors and stains. And these look brand new. And at $10, when you go to another antique mall, they're going to ask 30 or 50 for these. So there's the bid end. So delights of mine. This one is your, oh, and this one also was a sample copy too. So this one is the winter and this one is the spring. So did you want both of them, or did you want the winter or the spring? And I think they only put out 4. Well, if they did that one, then they probably put out 2 to 3 a year. I don't think they put them out quarterly. So this one here, okay, they're both yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, we just have a couple rounds left and then a recap, you guys. Okay. All right, my next round's going to start at 16. And I have a tin. Now, what I can tell you about this tin, I mean, most of you will probably recognize this image. I do know that Miller Beer adopted this later. The moon, or the girl in the moon, they did adopt this later on. A lot of imagery contained this. I did find one other example of this specific tin. There's no manufacturing, no marking or anything on it. The only other tin that I could find like this had a paper label, ingredient label here on the back side, and it was a mint tin by Monogram Confections. That's the only thing that I can tell you about it. Now, there is some rusting to it. All right, there is some wear to the tin itself and a little bit of denting, but I loved the imagery. Later on, this would have said like Miller High Life, something like that. They use this image on like their trays, signs, that sort of thing. But this one does not have any Miller kind of markings, if you will. Now you can see that she is holding a bottle and she's got a glass here, and they kept that, but then they added their own logo and things to it. And it does have all the right kind of wear for a tin from mid-century. So that's what I'm going to date it. All right. And there is the inside. Also typical wear for other tins that I've sold from that time period as well. But it's just good. I liked it for Halloween time. I think it's perfect for that. Or store some ephemera in there, if you will. But yes, there is some wear to the edging, some pitting to the imagery, but there's no marking on it whatsoever. And like I said, like I searched and searched and searched, and I could only find one other of the same tin, and it did have like ingredients on the back for like buttermints for the backside. And a lot of times it was either cookies, candy, mints, chocolates that would come in these style of tins. Measurement for it is 7¼ by 2. Renee, I see you. Thank you so much. And yes, so the most rusting is that spot right there. The inside, I don't think, yeah, that same spot on the back has a little bit coming through for the inside, but that's pretty much it for the rusting. Okay, and then the rest of it is just kind of paint scratching. But I liked it. I like a good tin with a good image on it. So let's take count it down. Renee's in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I've never seen this tin before. I've only seen the Miller tray.
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. All right, Miss Renee, it's yours. Thank you so much.
All right, gang, $15. $15, and I hope we have some poodle lovers because you're going to get all of these. 3 of them would have made a set. The other one in the back is going to come along. It falls into one of those little penny 5 and dime style dogs. Okay, so 15, you're going to get all 4 of these. This one is the largest at 2.5 inches tall. There is no damage. A lot of times the little rosette, the little flower gets damaged. There's none whatsoever. So he's 2.5. And then I figure if you can see the other small ones, they're all just a little bit tinier than him. So 15, you're going to get the lot of 4. Again, no damage whatsoever. Very clean, really fun. It is stamped Japan there on the bottom. These are fun. They're fun to put on your little tchotchke shelf, your little knick-knack shelf. And maybe this year at Christmas time, if you know someone who collects poodles, this would make a great gift for them. You're going to get the little set here. This is the first time I've ever had this little trio of poodles. They are made of ceramic. It's more of a harder porcelain. Then they do have some gold details to them. And then they do have their little fun flowers on the front with no damage whatsoever. So they're all about 2 inches and below at this point. So you're going to get this little puppy dog right here. Believe it or not, for what they are, there is great detail on them. You can see how fun. So just $15, you're going to get all 4. It's getting washed out, but you can see that there is some pink there to the paws. There's no damage to the flowers whatsoever. I felt them 4 or 5 times. And then they're marked Japan here on the bottom. So I know folks used to always call these the 5 and dime, figurines, the 5 and dime dogs. We've never known exactly, who made them or any of them that are this harder porcelain. So Carrie, thank you. I see you're 15. We're looking for 16 or more. Here is the other one. This one is sitting. Overall paint's really good. It looks like at the factory, they only gave him a little bip of a nose there. They gave him one little dot right there. And a lot of these are all glazed over, so they don't really get cold paint wear. And then here is your other one. This one's sort of like got the paws tucked over. Why is my camera not focusing? Let me hold it still. So we're looking for 16 or more. And again, you're going to get them all. So to recap again, this is the last one I showed you. So this is the 4th one. No damage to the tails. This is your 3rd one you're going to get. Again, he has just a little bip to his nose right there. That's the way they painted him. They all have the little pink rosette. Here, this one is sort of begging, I guess you would say. And then this one right here is a little larger one. I'm not saying it's not part of the series. Amy, will you send? Yes. This one, I'm not saying it's not part of the series, but it's just a little different sculpt. Like you can find this where there's a cat that stands like this. There's other little animals that stand like that. But they came together. It was somebody's collection, and we're going to keep them together. So let me get them all up here. Thank you so much, Carrie. I see you're 15. We're looking for 16 or more. So let's count them down. You're going to get all 4 of them for one money. 16 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Yes, Janine. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That's an excellent idea, Janine. I didn't even think about that. You get those shopper girls that don't have their dogs. Some of these would definitely fit in, like the one begging or the one kind of with the paws crossed would be great. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much. So Carrie, they're coming to you. Thank you so much and congratulations.
It's a poodle party. All right.
Yes, it is.
My last round is going to be a choice at 10. And I have 2 of my witchy cabinet cards to pick from. So I had some witchy sisters. I don't know if that was last week or the week before. But these are the 2 that I have tonight. And they're both a little bit different. So we'll start with this one. And I loved that this one had kind of a decorative edging, which I've not come across before on the cabinet cards. So antique cabinet cards. And I really liked the imagery on. What are you doing? Leave those alone. Those are yours. Sorry. It's so bad. All right, there we go. Now she's nice and focused. So I have added the paper witch hats and given them a little bit of dimension. And I really liked, she has this really fancy brooch that she's wearing around her neck. This one has, the photographer was out of Plymouth, Indiana, but nothing on the back side for this one. And these both measure the same size, 6.5 by 4.25. Will you leave those alone, please?
He's going for the nut cups.
No, he's going for Nikki Moss's brooches.
Oh, gotcha.
He's into the sparkly things tonight, apparently. And then these 2 witchy sisters, which I enjoy these when there's more than one in them. So I really liked their dresses. They both have like fancy necklaces on. I really liked the imagery on those. And that one looks like it's from Hoboken, New Jersey. And this one does have some more things on the back side. And it says Lena and Gussie Fielder, Grandma, what does it say? Grandma Corgan's friends. I think that's what that says. But I like the decorative things on the back side. Really so good. Choice at 10 for the antique cabinet card witchies. And those were my last 2 that I made up for the season. But we'll bring those back. We'll get Jason going. There we go.
$12, Amy. And Tina gave me this to offer up tonight. It's in very good condition. It's from the 1960s. It is this vintage little metal compact. It's unused, so you can add your own powder to it, or you could actually use this. Maybe it's just deep enough you could repurpose it maybe as a pill container. But it has this enameled front with this Victorian style. I want to call them like a courting couple almost. I know there's like two people there, but I kind of feel like he's trying to court those young ladies. So this is made by Evans. It is metal. This is enameled on the front. You can see there's no scratches or chips to it. It comes in at just about 1 3/4 inches in diameter. Even the gold is like new. The back is very, very clean. Then on the inside, the mirror is very, very clean. I did my best to clean it, but I think from years being against the little pom-pom there or the little pad, I think kind of gave a little patina to the mirror there. So you go ahead. Well, let's knock out the little Wait a second here. I want to get the little, wait, that's weird. It looks like, hold on here. Give me a second. The little pom-pom fell out. That's weird. That piece. There we go. So you have the little metal part that just popped out. That's where you could put the little makeup and stuff in. And then it has the little original Evans pink little pom-pom. So you could definitely use it if you wanted to. Whatever. I just think it's really cute, and it's just $12 from the 1960s. So get in here again so you can see. Maybe you want to put it on your little shelf. I know fellas collect lighters. Maybe the ladies want to add a different compact. You can even see that there's no patina wear to the side of it. The little hinge is in great condition. The little button is in great condition, and you just pop it. It opens right up. Really, really good, really nice. And again, I do believe it's from the 1960s. Thank you, Karen. I thought it was a good start price too. I know these compacts have become very, very popular, even at my shop. So $12, I think, was a great start. Again, it's like new. If this would be used or bouncing around in somebody's purse for, decades, a lot of that may have been worn away. So it's about 1 3/4 inches. Would make a great gift. Look, you can even see the back metal part. Glistens like it's brand spanking new. It's got a nice weight to it. It's made of metal. It's not plastic. It is made of metal. But again, it's a little compact unused. So we'll just set it to the side, and we'll bring it back in another minute or two and show it to you guys. See if you're interested then. Thank you.
All right. It is recap time. Recap time. So if you are watching on the replay and you see something that is not claimed, you can always check and email us if something is still available. If Parmesan doesn't get to it first, he's so mad. I wish I could show you what he's doing. So we're going to bring back things that did not find a home the first time around. And we will do quick claims on these items. So make sure if you're interested in something to put in the item plus the price that we tell you if you want to claim something. These will be quick claims. We will give it a moment because of the lag. If we see more than one person interested in the same item, we will then turn it back into a bid round. You can use just in cases, just like a regular round. We'll do a quick countdown, that sort of thing. So just make sure if you're interested to type the item plus the price. Jason, I have one thing.
Yep, I do too. I just have all my salt and pepper shakers. I'm not going to bring back the compact. We just did that.
Okay.
So be repetitive.
Well, do you want me to do mine?
Yep, go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Well, I had my Halloween pot holders, and instead, will you stop it? Instead of choice, we're going to do these at $20 for the pair. $20 for the pair instead of 14 choice for the goblin with the rhinestones and the owl for the 1960s pot holders. And that is what I had.
Okay. All right. My little flocked salt and pepper shakers, I was offering them at $8. I'll make them $6 if anybody wants them. MJ.
I see you, MJ.
1.
All right.
I'm just waiting on that lag.
I know. The lag is so bad.
The lag is brutal, man, tonight.
All right, MJ, I'm going to call it for you. They're yours. Thank you so much.
All right. So these will be $6 a set. These are your Hong Kong plastic flocked salt and pepper shakers. So if you're interested in the cow, $6 made in Hong Kong. They all have their label. So this one you'll put cow 6 if you want him. Again, that's that fur that all the ceramic ones have. So cow 6 if you want him. The poodle one that you never see. So you can have the poodle. You put poodle 6. Poodle 6. Look at the pink hat with the little, oh, these are so good. Pink. Pink poodle said be poodle 6. This one we'll put dark brown turtle. Dark brown turtle 6 if you're interested in that. God, I remember when this plastic flocking stuff, we couldn't sell it fast enough. People loved it. So this one will be dark turtle 6. And this one will be light brown turtle 6. Okay. And I'll honor the $6 if somebody's watching it in a replay. So light turtle 6, dark turtle dark brown turtle 6.
I love those turtles.
I do too. And I've never seen the turtles before. The poodles, I've seen other colors, especially since I've collected shakers so long. I've seen this one before. Turtles, I never saw. That one's going to be pink or poodle 6. And this is fantastic. Y'all, I'm telling you, that would be a great gift for somebody who collects cows, or if you had the ceramic ones, that one's going to be purple cow or cow. We'll figure it out 6. So thank you, Amy.
All right. Okay. Before we get into community share, quick invoicing for me will happen and packing tomorrow afternoon. I do have a sale over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I mentioned this at the beginning. So if you purchase anything from me tonight, and if you come over there and purchase, I can combine ship for you. My sale's at 1 p.m. Eastern. Everything is up there for pre-bidding and all of that if you want to go check it out. And then after my sale, I will start invoicing and packing and all of that. I might go into Friday, but I'll try and get everything done by tomorrow evening. And I'm going to pop Jason's event going on up here on the screen so you can talk about that.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Tina will probably maybe be going live on Whatnot during her time slot, and I think she'll go live at 7. So make sure you're following her. It's a Mother Tucker's Tina. She's going to go live from the event that I'm going to talk about right here. So it's a Vintage Revival Market. It's one of the best markets in the area here. So if you're anywhere in the region, come on out. We're vending there. Friday night, 6 to 8. You will have to pay a $3 admission fee, but that gets you in the door. You get first dibs on everything. So come see us. There's food trucks. There's a tattoo artist. There's going to be music. Oh, there's beer. I think there's beer and wine. So there's beer and wine being served there too. So that's going on. Everything is vintage inspired, or handmade. So come check us out. We're right inside the front door. So as soon as you guys come in the front door, you go right off to the left. You'll see us standing there. And if you don't want to pay the $3 and you can't come Friday night, hey, that's fine. Because I know we'll be restocking into Saturday. So you can come hang out with us at any time between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And that'll be on Saturday. Invoices for us will still roll out. Like normal, you'll get something, by Saturday. If you get them early, all we like to do is we like to ship as soon as possible. But this week with Monday being a holiday, you'll have Monday to still pay your invoices. But we just like to get the stuff out on Tuesday then. So thank you so much, Amy. And I think that was everything. So thank you. Oh, and you can stop in the shop because the shop will still be open throughout the whole thing. Just because we're at the pop-up, the store's open to normal business hours. You guys can go see Heather or anyone else that's in there working. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you to Karen G for bid ending tonight, and Kim for helping us out in the chat. And thank you all for being here. We appreciate you guys so very much. All right. I do have a short community share tonight, and I have, I'm trying to stretch the photos out. So
I hear you.
I'm going to probably just do one per week for right now and until we get some more in, and then maybe we can double up some fun. So I have, I'm going to get my screen back over here. There we go. All right. I have 2 pictures from Mr. Dennis, who is usually in the chats. And Dennis is really good about sending in seasonal pictures for us to share. So, and these are both Halloween. Well, it's the same thing. It's just one is the overview. Okay. So Halloween, so goodness, I like that he even has Halloween on the TV. I like that.
I do too. I do too.
That black cat die cut just takes me back. I always remember my grade school teachers had these die cuts up in their classrooms. Like that was the decoration to do, was those cardboard die cuts.
Agreed.
And I believe Dennis got that skull bucket from me.
Oh yeah.
But I love the mixture of new and old. Like it's a good mixture of stuff. Everything just works together.
Dennis is here in the chat, Amy. He says he's lurking.
Okay.
He's here.
Hi, Dennis. Oh, he's lurking tonight. No problem, Dennis. No problem. All right. And then the other one I have is the same, but he lit up the skull, and I love it.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. He actually set several in the dark. He's got a color changing bulb in there, so it rotates in the different colors that the skull lights up. It's a perfect night light. I love that.
Awesome.
That's a great idea. to use any kind of, pumpkin buckets or candy buckets. You can light them up that way. So I love it. There it is in the light, and there it is in the dark. Spooky. Love it. Love it. Good. Dennis, are you coming to the Lansing Doll Show this weekend? I probably will see you if you're coming. All right. Thank you, Dennis, for sending those in to us. And I have more. I have more photos coming that are Halloween related. I know I've been getting a lot in. So more next week. More will be coming next week. So I'm excited to share more Halloween ideas with you guys in case you haven't decorated yet. Now you can get some more ideas. All right. Oh, he is coming to the doll show. Yay. All right, Dennis, we'll see you on Sunday. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Don't forget, if you haven't emailed your information, if you're a new so we have your information when we go to do our invoicing. And we will be back next Thursday on our regularly scheduled program at 8 p.m. Eastern for another episode of Fantastic Finds. Thank you guys so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night, you guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye.